Mr. Rao has vast experience in various fields in pharmacy profession. His 35 years profession experience touched the fields of the manufacturing firms, testing laboratories, community pharmacies, urban gulf, and enforcement of drugs, and an entrepreneur. He was approved manufacturing chemist in solid and liquid dosage forms, approved analytical chemist in chemical, instrumental, microbiological department. He is also registered pharmacist with State Pharmacy Council. Mr. Rao is a founder, general secretary of Telangana Drug Controller Office Association, founder, chairman of Pallavi Memorial Trust Hyderabad, founder, president of Alumni VL Pharmacy Hyderabad, present group head of DCO India Drug Control Welfare Association, and lifetime member of India Pharmaceutical Association IPGA, member of Lions Club Hasampatti, chief advisor of Telangana Veterinary Chemist and Druggist Association, president of IPGA Telangana, and at present doing services is organization in a capacity of coordinator IPGA South Zone, which is includes states Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. So what not? If I going to elaborate this thing, entire session will be this only. So as entrepreneur, Mr. Rao is successfully running a veterinary liquid feed manufacturing unit in the name of GK Biolabs and GK Biopharma. So that I giving this brief introduction, and yes, it is true that we are privileged to have sir, and he is communicating entire the India in one connection, and he become the network for the entire pharma department now in India. So I would like to hand over this to the president, sir, G. Kodeshwara Garu, online. Thank you, sir. Thank you for this gift.
Thank you, Dr. Kiran Garu. Thank you, Mrs. EsPharma Education, represented by Mr. Uma Shankar. Thank you, Sri Manikandanji, IAS, former drug inspector from Tamil Nadu and presently Chief Development Officer, Agra, Uttar Pradesh, and my brother, Dr. A. Ramkishan, Deputy Drug Controller of India, Hyderabad Zonal Office, and Mr. J. Kiran, Drugs Inspector and Drug Control Officer, India Welfare Association, General Secretary of Telangana, and Dr. V. Prabhakar Reddy Garu, Pharmacy Council of India Central Council member, and Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association, Telangana State Branch General Secretary, and Srimati Jyoti Sri Garu, the Women Coordinator of Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association, Telangana State Branch, and Sri G. Ramdan Garu, representative of Pallavi Memorial Trust and presently Joint Drug Controller, Government of Telangana, respected brothers and sisters. A good morning for Indians and for Americans. I am speaking from Houston, and good evening to all. What a great moment. Nearly 4,000 registrations have received for such a beautiful webinar. I never seen in my total history such a huge crowd. It's a wonderful platform. We made it on behalf of Pallavi Memorial Trust in coordination with Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association, Telangana State Branch, and Drug Control Officers India Welfare Association, Telangana State Branch. Actually, Drug Control Officers India Welfare Association was a association working for its welfare of its members and continuous education of its members. So over the period of time, there is pressure is coming from various corners that not to restrict only to the working drug control officers, and we should touch all the fields of pharmacy profession. So I thought that let us start from the students wing first, and then we should go to the industry wing. So this is the reason today we are all here in front of you. Friends, drugs inspector is a dream of any pharmacist. People, though some people won't spell out, but their inner intention has definitely one should, their goal should be become a drugs inspector. And people are stopping at this junction only. B pharmacy means only drugs inspector, not that. Even B pharmacy people can become IAS, IPS also. The best example is in our guest speaker today, Sri Manikandanji, Agra District Chief Development Officer, and recently we have one pharmacist by Horika Monica from Bhadrachalam, Varangal, Bhadrachalam of Telangana. She has selected for IPS, and there are several people are there. Friends, many of you are asking several days to identify pharmacy subjects in our civil services examination. Without our subjects also we can become a civil servant. The details will be explained how we can become. Dr. Sri Manikandanji will explain to you. This session is very, very, very valuable for you, and the highest dignitaries are in front of you. They sacrifice their valuable time, and they want to share their knowledge for the betterment of this profession. Friends, Dr. Ramkishan will clearly explain you what is drug control department, what is state drug control, what is central drug control, what is Drugs and Cosmetic Act, what is going to be coming a new act called Drugs, Cosmetics and Medical Devices Act, and what is Central Drug Inspector, what is Central Medical Devices Drugs Inspector. Very soon there is a bulk recruitment may be released from Union Public Service Commission on behalf of central government for medical devices inspectors. The minimum will be around 400 drug inspectors. And on August 20th, for 25 drug inspector posts from the state of Delhi, the date is already declared, and many of people you are also applied for that. Even one Mr. Krishna Kumar from our Telangana, Hyderabad, also now recently selected for Delhi State Drug Inspector, and he is working for past 2 years. And people are thinking that inspector post is a very tough post, and we may not get and it is a very, very, very rare, and it is only recommendation is needed, money is needed, like that. My dear friends, don't think anything. Now everything is transparent. All central government or state government, they are conducting online examination, and they are declaring online results only. There will not be, most of the times there will not be any interviews based on the written marks only. They are selecting, and if an interview also there, how the interview will be there, Dr. Ramkishan and Sri Manikandanji will explain you in detail how to prepare, what are the basic things you should start. So don't wait for the notification comes. You should start working from today itself. The exam is very easy. See, one person who passed a B.Pharm degree is the toughest subjects. You can, a pharmacist can do anything, any business. Recently, I seen two videos where a pharmacist is selling tea in a Mercedes-Benz car and earning lakhs of rupees every month. And some other also, several things the pharmacists are doing. So don't see that only pharmacist means always shouting at the pharmacies, we write for the salaries and this one. No, you have a vast scope for this profession. You can target civil services, you can target group 1 exams, you can target drug control officers exam, you can target scientific officers in drug control laboratory exams, and Indian Pharmacopoeial Commission. There is a post are there. Several scopes are there. Only thing is you are not going through perfectly, and you are not following the guidance of your teachers. Here today we have drug control officers. In this webinar, there are scientific officers, and there are professors, lecturers are there, there are students are there are final year students are there, final year students also. Still, there is a time you can start from now itself. Don't dive. People are nowadays, what I observed is they are going for a shortcut. Immediately they need some 20,000, 30,000 salary. They are running towards some medical coding and XYZ. Please don't go to that. Don't insult our profession. Our profession is a noble profession. We have a lot of scope, and the exams, what the exams, you will wonder how Dr. Ramkishan ji will explain you. 25 years back only, he has written books on this examination, how to prepare, and several drug inspectors, after reading that books only, now they are doing job. And at the same time, this EsPharma education also, they have got running a institution especially exclusively for training the drug inspector exams only, and they are showing the results also. So I request you, each and every second, you please concentrate here, and it is recorded in YouTube also, and repeatedly you listen. And if you are interested, if you are really interested, we want to conduct another 2 sessions for your betterment, because we love our profession, we die for our profession, and we can do anything for our profession. And if the encouragement come from the audience comes, we want to conduct another 2 sessions so that it will make you easy how to get through the Union Public Service Commission exam. Don't wait for the notification. You start from today itself, so that if you work for at least 3 to 6 months, you worked hard for 4 years and 6 years. Please work hard for 3 to 6 months. You will become a vested officer in government sector, either in state government or in central government. Recently, in Telangana also, around 25 drug inspector post examination is conducted, and the paper is so easy. People say, many of the people not try to attempt in a serious way. Those who are attempted in serious way, they are going to get the job very soon. And once again, I thanks to Dr. Sri Manikandanji sir and Dr. A. Ramkishan sir. I'm very, very sorry, sir. On the weekends also, we are keeping you pressure, and because, sharing knowledge is more important, and you are the number one. You stood number one position in such events. You always try to share your knowledge. You never keep in your inside. That is the greatness of these great people. That is the secret of the success of these great people. We should appreciate their efforts, and at any time there, if you call midnight also, if you send a message, you will get a information, you will get a result, and whatever the doubts and everything, at the end of the session, there is an interaction session. You can post your doubts in the message column, and Mrs. EsPharma people will note it down, and we will give you these are replies through email also, and other things, you can keep in touch with the EsPharma Education Director Sri Uma Shankar, and remaining I will share with you after completion of both these sessions, and I don't want to waste much time. I once again thanks to the organizer, Mr. Uma Shankar, and the IPGA Telangana State Branch, and Drug Control Officers Association Telangana State Branch, and Pallavi Memorial Trust of Hyderabad. I thank you very much, and over to Dr. Kiran.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. I think it's time to Prabhakar, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
over to Prabhakar, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, President Kodeshwara Garu, Kiran Garu, Uma Shankar, and Jyoti Sri. So now I'll introduce today's first speaker, Dr. A. Ramkishan. He is the Deputy Drugs Controller of India, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, DGHS, CDSCO, Zonal Office, Hyderabad. He did his diploma in 1989 and completed B.Pharm in 1993, M.Pharm in 1996, and PhD in 2006. And he has 2 patents. He written 2 books. and he has 32 publications, out of which 14 are international and 18 are national. Coming to it, his regulatory experience, he has 25 years of regulatory experience in CDSCO under Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, DGHS, Government of India. He joined as drug inspector on 20th November 1998 at CDSCO, West Zone, Mumbai, and worked 1998 to 2002. Later, he became drug inspector cum assistant drug control of India, in charge CDSCO, subzonal office, Ahmedabad, from July 2002 to April 2008. Later, he became assistant drug controller in charge, CFS imports, JNPT, Navi Mumbai, from 2008 to 2009. Later, assistant drug controller in charge, Air Cargo Complex, Ahmedabad, from 2009 to 2012. Then deputy drugs controller in charge at airport, Ahmedabad, from 2012 to 2013. Then deputy drugs control in charge, CDSCO headquarters, FDA Bhavan, Delhi, from 2013 to 17. Later, deputy drugs control in charge, controller India, West Zone office, Mumbai, 2017 to 2018. Then deputy drug controller, East Zone office, Kolkata, 2018 to 2022. And now presently deputy drug controller India, CDSCO Zonal office, Hyderabad, from 12th May 2022 onwards. He did a lot of work in CDSCO, Enforcement of Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and Rules 1948. Thereunder to ensure quality, safety, and efficacy of drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, diagnostics, laying down standards, making amendments, approval of new drugs, clinical trials, and monitoring of import and export of drugs, and inspection of pharmaceutical units for grant of GMP certificate as per WHO guidelines. Inspection of pharmaceutical manufacturing units falls under CLAA scheme like blood centers, LVPs, vaccines, rDNA products, and inspection of medical devices units and IVD manufacturing facilities as per MDR. Served as Healthcare Biological Division CDSU headquarters for the period of 13 to 17 at New Delhi, and looked after the SEC meetings for biological products and review of CT protocols, CTD data for approval of clinical trials, test licenses, market authorization, product leaflets information, evaluating of PSER and PMS data, manufacturing license in Form 28D, import registration and import license of rDNA products, stem cells, vaccines, seras, including blood products, and also served as head for the Bioavailability Bioequivalent Division and Veterinary Division, including administration at CDSCO headquarters, New Delhi. He also served as expert committee, member of Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission, National AEFI Committee on Vaccines, and member in National Chemovigilance Program of India. He has received the best appreciation letters from Drug Control General of India, Ministry of Health, Government of India, for outstanding contribution in the field of biological products of NRA assessment 2017, and also for favorable judgment to Union of India with respect to simplification of regulatory pathway for approval of biosimilars in India. Currently serving as Deputy Drug Control of India at CDSCO Zonal Office to look after the enforcement activities in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, including supervision of imports and exports of drugs, cosmetics, medical devices, IVDs at Vizag Port, Krishnapatnam Port, and Shamshabad Airport since 12th May 2022 to till date. He has a lot of awards, but lack of time I am reading only few. Recipient of Best Drug Inspector Award in 2005, secured first rank during Master's Degree of Pharmacy and Pharmacology, incentive for PhD Award by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, recipient of FDA Person of the Year Award, recipient of Distinct Pharma Alumni Award, recipient of Best Drug Control Officer Award, FDA Person of the Year Award in 2009, recipient of B.V. Patel Gold Medal and Service Medal in National Essay Competition, recipient of M.L. Khurana Memorial Award, Eminent Pharmacologist Award 2014, recipient of Best Research Paper Award by DBT, recipient of NATA Award in 2014 by USA, recipient of Fellowship Award for Indian Pharmaceutical Society by IPS Con 2015, Distinguished Award for Excellence in Regulatory Fights by Indianapolis, USA 2017, recipient of Appreciation Letters by CDSCO, recipient of Fellow of Telangana Academy of Sciences by Telangana Government, Telangana Academy, recipient of Pharma Ratan Award by NGO, New Delhi. Recipient of Fellowship Award of Indian Pharmaceutical Association, IPA, 2018. Recipient of Distinguished Service Award, 2019. Recipient of Legend of Pharmacy Award, 2019. Conferred with Dr. Swami Nayak National Award. Nominated at National Scientific Center. Recipient of Guinness Record of World Certificate on largest oral hygiene lesson or cancer screening camp organized by 3rd February 2019 at Mahibad, Telangana. Recipient of Fellowship Award of AP Academy of Sciences. Recipient of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Ratna National Award. Patient Experience Excellence Award. Prestigious Bharat Pratibha Ratna National Award. And finally, recipient of Appreciation Award by International Hemophilia Federation for excellent service in approval of blood products for the benefit of hemophilia patients in India during the period of 15 to 17 at New Delhi. And he visited a lot of international meetings, 18 foreign visits, and finally he is a member of ISPE, IPS, IPA, IPGA, IHPA, ADCOC, FIP, ISPE, DIA, SPDS, and served as convener in Scientific Service Committee of Indian Pharmaceutical Congress Association, and also member in various national committees to his credit. Now I'm also thanks that I'm the classmate of his, Dr. Ram Kishan. Now over to Ram.
Inshallah, we hope that soon the government may recommend Dr. Ramkishan to government for getting a Padma Bhushan or Padma Shri award also.
Yes, definitely,
Sir,
definitely. I
he
wish
deserves,
to.
he deserves it. Exactly.
Besides,
Welcome, sir. We warm welcome you, sir.
So, on personal behalf, on behalf of entire pharmacy community, it gives me immense pleasure to share my thoughts for the betterment of budding pharmacists, life sciences sector, pharmaceutical sector, and medical fraternity in toto, including all important APT members, IPJ members, and Drug Control Officers India Welfare Association, and other apex bodies involved for this today's important national webinar, consisting of more than 4,000 delegates through virtual mode and spending their valuable time without taking biryani, idli, and paratha and other important items. And this thought got by our organizers, Uma Shankar ji, Dr. Uma Shankar ji, and Dr. Jyoti Rani, and and EsPharma education. For me, I got in my mind EPE, excellent for popular education, with the support of our national president, Sri G. Koteshwarrao Garu. He was a renowned, proud pharmacist come regulator, working in various capacities. And I know since 2002, we hails from same district of Telangana, and we have been taking care. So, no words. At the same time, thank you very much, Prabhakar Reddy sir. And he is also principal, Palamur University, and Pharmacy Council of India member from this, representing this Telangana state, and Dr. Kiranji, and all other important delegates attending this webinar. Only God blessings to all of you. And I also want to have constant blessings from Almighty. Whatever Almighty given signals today, probably after the gap of 24 years, this is the first virtual seminar consisting of all disciplines, consisting of pharmacists, medical, and life sciences sector, how to appear important examinations conducting by Union Public Service Commission and various public service commissions of state governments for recruitment of various posts like drug inspectors and analysts and scientists and other things. So I will go into details, but especially no words, because no, generally when the students seminar means I always feel happy, and this was the idea after the completion of this our first national annual convention of the Drug Control Officers India Welfare Association conducted in Delhi, Koteshwara Saab requested me to give a talk on good regulatory practices. That is one of the very volatile, at the same time difficult to explain to audience. They are all regulators, means each and every officer is so robust and very difficult to explain in palatable way. So when I saw, immediately first I prayed to my relative and my sister Pallavi ji, who passed away during the road accident. So that was the idea connected to form a Pallavi Memorial Trust, and Kotesh Rauji formed the trust, and I was getting some tears in that. And she is my relative, and no words. And in that connection, I said yes, definitely. She was also deputy director, and we are all pharmacists. We hail from same area for the betterment of students. With the support of our EsPharma education, why don't we have a good awareness come a educative program in the form of virtual training, what we call national training, covering all states, 29 states and 7 union territories across the country. And sir went to USA from Houston. He is attending. You see the passion. People may talk anything, but I don't care. But in the interest of students, in the interest of profession, how to impart quality education is very, very important, friends. So once you avoid all important inhibitions and apprehensions, so when God has given good brain, why don't we exchange our good thoughts? So with this, EsPharma selected two important resource persons. One is our respected Dr. Manikandan ji. He is also a proud pharmacist come bureaucrat, and currently he is a chief development officer serving at Agra, Uttar Pradesh. Earlier he was in Varanasi. So Lord Shiva blessings to all of us, and there is no any ambiguity. As a pharmacist, you can appear any exam. Why don't we become Indian Foreign Service? Why don't we become Indian Administrative Service? Why don't we have a good scientific post? Why don't we enter into Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission? Why don't we go to National Institute of Biological? Why don't we go to National Institute of Immunology for development of important human vaccines? So I will give comprehensively, categorically how to appear. So before, because you can understand, last 24 years we have been serving. Okay, God has given the power, we are not misusing, and under the various under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, we are taking care. But when I did my diploma of pharmacy in the year 1987 to 89, suppose if I want to go to pharmacy, B pharmacy, means at that time there were no any entrance guides available to appear Kakatiya University for entry into B Pharmacy admission. So, 87, I got state district 6th rank, but Telugu medium, not able to understand English. People might be having some apprehension because sir हम तो English medium से नहीं है, St. Anne's नहीं है, St. Paul's नहीं है, St. Gabriel's नहीं है, Little Flower नहीं है, but कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा भैया. So I will give all important inputs. आपका डर निकाल देंगे. You should not have any apprehension or fear, uncertainty with regard to your preparation. Provided when important, our organizers, EsPharma and some other coaching institutes are running in here and there across the country, but you can have some good thoughts. When you appear, they will give the important syllabus patterns and what are the important principles embedded in the competitive exams, how they will screw, and what type of multiple choice questions, and match the following, fill in the blank, and other important brief notes and true and false and short notes, how they are going to rate. Because the only thing to confuse, but at the same time, when you are having basic fundamental knowledge, then you can do wonders and you can select. It is not that easy, but at the same time, pharmaceutical sciences, B pharmacy means all complex topics, starting from computer application, mathematics. Those who came from biological background, they have to appear mathematics. Those who came from mathematics, they have to go through the biology, zoology, botany. These are all things. So, as per the Education Regulation of Pharmacy Act, ER 1991, 2002, 2015. All these syllabus are reforming and PCIs are framing all important subjects and according to curriculum. Public Service Commission and Union Public Service Commission, sometimes they add in addition to pharmaceutical sciences, general studies also they add. So some Public Service Commission, they will take only paper 1, paper 2 pharmaceutical sciences. So what are the important areas to focus that I will give in presentation, sir? And third, yes, so in the year 1918, there was no any guide. So what I thought, why don't I prepare a small entrance guide for the benefit of pharmacists, diploma holders? Then I started a small coaching center in the year 1990 because I got state third rank. There were total 1,750 students appeared, conducted by Kakatiya University Professor Kokade Saab, Mallar Reddy Saab and Rambo sir was the key members. I was shocked. Ayya bhaiya, 1,700 people and only 4 seats for diploma holders. So I was confused and not able to read English and Telugu medium se aaya. So immediately how I can converted my thought, just I will give example. తెలుగులో పోషణ అంటారు. పోషణ అనగానేమి అంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ అంటే పోషణ అంటే దాని ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఏమంటారు, న్యూట్రిషన్. జంతువుల నిర్దిష్ట అవసరాలకు కావలసిన ఆహార సేకరణే పోషణ అందురు, బ్రాకెట్లో న్యూట్రిషన్. సో లైక్ దట్ ఐ స్టార్టెడ్ కీపింగ్ ఏ డోర్లాండ్స్ డిక్షనరీ. ఆహా ఇట్లుంటుందా. జీవక్రియలు, జీవక్రియలు అనగానేమి. జీవక్రియలు అంటే మెటబాలిజం. మెటబాలిజం అంటే ఏంటి, అనబాలిజం అండ్ కెటబాలిజం కలిసి మెటబాలిజం. అట్లా ఆ విధంగా స్టార్ట్ చేసిన. దిస్ ఈజ్ మై సీక్రెట్ ఆఫ్ సక్సెస్. ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ టు ఆల్ 4,000 స్టూడెంట్స్. English subject is not a barrier. Please keep in mind. This is first question. My father was teacher. Always used to screw me. But very tough to translate from Telugu words to English. The secret of success is putting and keeping Dorland dictionary aside and reading Telugu words one by one and converting and translating into English was the important key. Today, with little Almighty support and with little resources, and God has given the opportunity to reach this level. I am not that great. I am also like you 25 years back. Koteja was also like you. 2019, 85, 86 में रायचूर में जाके कहाँ आसन पड़ती, कहाँ वारंगल, how he moved to Karnataka. Instead of taking idli vada, he started taking all other appam gippam लेके उधर आ गया. So these are all things. So friends, you are all having bright future. Number one, I pray to God, and really I would like to congratulate all your parents for choosing pharmacy as an optional subject in your graduational curriculum. Very interesting. No one is inferior. We are far better than other sector. Friends, by 2030, Kalam Saab written a vision document. Now we are all focusing for 2047, what we call 2050. We are all number one with respect to information technologies, IT experts, young talent mind. Second, we are having fast economic reforms taking place by Honorable Prime Minister of India. And third, we are having excellent demography. These are the 3 important points to note by all budding pharmacists and life sciences sector people and academia people, industry people, regulatory, in order to explore the India is the next destination for total globe, where pharmaceutical fraternity is going to have the investment in our country because of the 3 reasons. One is young talent mind, second is fast revolutionary economic reforms, third, IT experts, young talent mind we are having with respect to technologies, and fourth, excellent demographic conditions. This I am not telling. This was discussed in Washington, D.C. United Senate members discussed India next, definitely after 10-15 years. After 2047, we are going to have some other changes. But up to 2047, I can give the visionary document with respect to pharmaceutical sector. So I will give some brief information so that all our budding pharmacists can understand the importance of our pharmaceutical sector. Health is a human right, and having access to all important healthcare products, including essential products, in order to take care of important promotion of the protection and promotion of the health in order to treat different disease conditions or disorders in clinical or hospital settings is nothing but very, very important, our fundamental right. And we can take care. For that, if any illness is developed, you need to have quality, purity, safety, efficacy of medical product. Therefore, when you go to hospital, doctors are having prescription power, diagnosis power. Based on diagnostics, they are going to prescribe various medical products. So accordingly, you have to take care, and pharmacists are going to be very, very crucial and significant with respect to advising patients once you receive the patient prescription with regard to administration to the patient. What are the medication products referred by the doctor to particular patient? So you are a catalyst, how you can take care with regard to patient compliance, and what are his histories, what type of prescription written by doctor, medical registered medical practitioner. So these are all things one should know. So like developed countries, we are not having that dispensing and compounding of important activities, but law is very, very clear. Now present government is going to educate as per the new bill, Drugs, Cosmetic, Medical Device Bill 2023. Probably next week it is going to be placed in front of our respected all parliamentarian members, that is Central Vista. So friend, things are changing, regulators mindset is changing, and we are having excellent academia people, excellent talent people, excellent drug control department, excellent entrepreneurs, excellent pharmaceutical industries when we are competing globally. Number 3 with respect to value. Number 11 with respect to value. The pharmaceutical sector is the only important sector after information technology and ubiquitously spreaded across the globe, covering more than 211 countries with regard to our medical products being manufactured at various places of our country. More than 10,525 pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities approved by Food and Drug Authority. We are not having that food and FDA term. There are some state government having, but National Regulatory Authority, that is CDSO, we are taking care with the close harmony, with the close coordination from various licensing authorities. We are having more than 1,800 regulatory staff. Out of that, 500 people belongs to CDSO. So almost we are touching 2,000 regulatory staff and covering 142 crores 28 lakhs 151 population as on date. 142 crores 28 lakhs 151 population as on date, as on yesterday. So we are little ahead compared to China. China, because the biggest disadvantage after 5-6 years, they are going to have lot of aging factor plays major role. But India, another 20 years, we are going to take lead by young talent mind. Youngsters, we are having a lot of youngsters with regard to our population kinetics. So things are changing. So China is going to decline with respect to the talent mind, and India is going to be number 1 with respect to young talent mind, and fast economic reform and technologies and demographic conditions are going to play very, very important significant role in order to achieve the India is number 1 with regard to all sectors, with regard to innovation, development, catering the needs of promotion of international health as per the available applicable guidelines and regulatory framework framed by Government of India. So this is the background, everyone can understand, and Uma Shankar ji, Jyotirani madam also carefully listening. Definitely we will promote our pharmacists to go and work in various developed countries. Why they have to choose only drug inspectors in state government, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Sikkim, Andaman Nicobar, Assam, Uttaranchal, Delhi, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra? No. हमारा लोग भी वाशिंगटन डीसी में जाके आरपीएच बनना है, रजिस्टर फार्मासिस्ट होना है, उसके लिए we have to appear exam. You are all having thorough knowledge as per the curriculum of your syllabus framed by Pharmacy Council of India. Montubai Patel is taking a lot of initiative with regard to framing effective education in order to impart to various students across the country. When India declared as a pharmacy of the world, where we are missing, we are not missing anything. Only thing is we need to have proper communication and proactiveness and hard working, transparency, accountability, legality, impartiality, proportionality for the development of country under the able leadership of Honorable Prime Minister of India and Health and Family Welfare Ministry Department, how the all bureaucrats are round the clock putting their effort for the benefit of country, you can understand, friends. So during COVID, we have done a lot of outstanding contribution to the globe, and we were the number one with regard to supply of all important medical products. So these are all the things. Things are changing. If you keep the positive mode, we can do wonders, and you can appear exams. If you want to really go and work in New Jersey or Florida or Houston or San Francisco or Chicago or New Jersey or your important other parts of the United States, you can do. For that, they will have some recruitment examination, what we call FPGEE, Foreign Pharmacy Graduate Equivalency Examination. Based on that score, they will put one pharmaceutical sciences paper, what we call NAPLEX, NAPLEX, North American Pharmacist Licensed Examination. ये कुछ डरने का नहीं, you are all familiar with all this terminology, but you can do wonder. General English, having full fundamental knowledge in all important pharmaceutical sciences subject like pharmaceutical technology, how to take care of the tablet development, what are the factors involved with respect to tablet processing. When you take raw material API based on the composition, based on the manufacturing record, how to go for the important stages for the manufacturing and development of effective tablet to meet all requisite conditions as per the pharmacopoeia. So these are all things. आप तो last में book पढ़ाई किया, you know everything, but step by step you have to understand what are the importance involved with regard to staging, paste preparation, granulation, and again wet granulation or dry granulation, then goes to granulation quarantine, then goes to compression area, then compressed tablet, then goes to coating, coating followed by film coating, aqueous coating, enteric coated, then sometime without coating also people will sell, depends upon the requirement of the market. Then coated, uncoated tablets, then goes to blister packing, strip packing, bulk packing, then leakage test, then based on the quality control report, it will go and store and keep in the storage areas, what you call the finished goods storage. Just I am citing an example. So once I give the background, you can have all important multiple choice question, fill in the blanks, and important true and false based on the curriculum, based on the Nidali Prakashan, Pragati Prakashan, other pharmacy window. And somebody also, one of my senior, he also published one book based on my publication in the year 1989. So everyone is having their own opportunities to excel, but ultimately we are all focusing and formulating important guides to focus all our budding pharmacists in order to enhance their skills, in order to increase their competitiveness, in order to promote their higher education to enter into various government and non-government sectors, including international market, like important countries. There you can focus. Gulf Cooperative Council, TGA Australia, Health Canada, MCC South Africa, NDA Uganda. So you can go anywhere. And we are having young talent girls, young talent boys, and boys compared to girls, and girls compared to boys doing extremely good. So we are not having any inferiority. We are having excellent students, but they need to have constant motivation. Sometimes being because everyone is using mobile. ये मोबाइल लेके थोड़ा डिप्रेशन में चले जाते लोग. I don't understand. If they get out of 20 internal marks in pharmaceutical chemistry, if they get 2 marks, they will undergo depression. Why? You read. Chemistry is very, very important subject for the development and synthesis of any pharmaceutical item. What is mean by alkane? What are alkene? What are aldehydes and ketone? What are amines? What are phenols? How we can take care of important reaction process? Aldehyde ketone reaction, HVZ reaction, Cannizzaro reaction, Kolb synthesis, and important Fries rearrangement. So these are all things, reactions you have to keep in your mind. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. If you read continuously, you can get something in your brain and you can appear all competitive exam. These are all the some secrets I am telling from my own experience, friend. Other people having some other important techniques, but from my side, since the last 30 years, what are the tips really required with regard to preparation of competitive exams that I would like to give in palatable way. You are not my competitors, but as a professional pharmacist, you people should take lead with regard to appearing good exams to score in a good way so that your life is going to be settled. Then your mother, father blessings and with almighty blessings, you are going to fulfill their dreams in a good way with regard to your sustainability, stability and settlement of your life. Then you can have beautiful marriages. You can have whatever you want. You can go to Washington DC. You can discuss with anyone, young talent mind. But without all this settlement, if you go for all important bad things, you are going to be spoil your good brain. That much I can say. Please, if you don't mind, friend, you have to work hard. 18 hours you have to put your effort sincerely without wasting valuable time on important your mobiles. Night 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, Google में आप busy रहते सब लोग स्टूडेंट्स. अभी आने वाला समय में शादी की जरूरत नहीं है. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. Please don't waste your valuable energies unnecessarily with regard to your curriculum, with regard to your bright future, with regard to when government is expecting good talent people like you. If you serve, we can promote international health in good way. Why don't you go and join in WHO Geneva? Why don't you go and join in US FDA? Why we have to think in only Telangana drug control and Rajasthan drug control, Gujarat drug control and CDSO? Bhul jao. Go to abroad, do MSc, do PhD, get publication. Based on that, you can USFDA is going to absorb you guys. From our college, 42 people are working in USFDA. हम पूरा इधर इधर घूम रहे हैं पूरा. वारंगल, करीमनगर, आदिलाबाद, ये राजस्थान, ये हमारा उस्मानपुर, अहमदाबाद, बॉम्बे, ये बहुत हो गया हमारे लिए. Those days gone. Now you can take lead, friends. You are all having bright future. हमारा तो world हो गया brain. Now you are having good thoughts and good innovative thoughts. Think out of the box. Take proactively so that you can do wonders and you can choose your important sector where you want to go. After completion of pharmacy, maybe B.Pharm, maybe M.Pharm, maybe PharmD, maybe PhD. Doesn't matter where you are going to take lead. Ultimately, we have to have a high quality medicinal product, high quality drug, high quality cosmetic, high quality medical equipment, high quality in vitro diagnostics with respect to diagnosing all important diseases or disorders in clinical practice. So ये सब 2,800 pharmacy colleges, 300 PharmD colleges and 260 diploma colleges, everyone knows, and we are having more than 1 million of pharmacists. Where we are missing? Why after completion of B.Pharm, why we have to go and do agriculture? No. Please don't degrade and take lead and go to library, put your effort and leave it to God. Definitely God will give some blessing. So that is the big missing link between the academia, regulatory and industry. When you go to industry interviews, they will ask, please introduce yourself. चुपचाप रहते हैं. Sir, I want to work in quality assurance. We are not aware of the basic definition of the quality assurance. Suppose if I want to work as a microbiologist, I don't know what is meant by microbiology. And suppose if I want to enter into pharmacist, first question they will ask, what is meant by pharmacy? Pharmacy, batao. Pharmacy is a branch of science which deals with preclinical development, clinical development, pre-formulation and development of important market authorization, manufacturing operations and control, quality control step by step in order to take care of that molecule for intended use meant for diagnosis, mitigation, prevention, cure or treatment in human beings or animal ailments either for internal or external application is called as a pharmacy. आप लोग तो पूरा you are all perfect, but I want to just give some important thoughts how really we can target the section 3B class 3 of Drugs and Cosmetic Act, the drug definition, medical device definition. These are all the questions when you face interview, people will ask. They will see your body language, how you are going to express, how you are going to take care of your important activities, if any, given assignment, or if you are selected as a drug inspector, how you are going to perform in the drug control department. They will see the body language. Until and unless you expose, then they will give less marks. So you have to have the positive attitude, good discipline, good sincerity and punctuality. Suppose interview is 10 o'clock. If you reach 10:30, what happens? These are all things. Sir, मेरा बस लेट हुआ, मेरा गाड़ी पंक्चर हो गया, मेरा बीच में थोड़ा पेट में दर्द आ गया. These are all excuses. Interview 10 o'clock है तो 8 बजे को निकलने का, 8 o'clock you have to be there. Then people will feel happy. You can have some relaxation. You can avoid anxieties before interview. You can have one glass of water sitting outside of the interview chamber. So these are all techniques. After taking dinner, when I was in the hostel in the year 1989, हम लास्ट में पहला थोड़ा सब्जी से खाएंगे, बाद में हमारा अंडा सब्जी और पालकूरा पप्पू, सम घी इफ अवेलेबल, देन गोज टू लास्ट कर्ड राइस. कर्ड राइस खाने के बाद जो प्लेट में रहते ना, आफ्टर टेकिंग कर्ड राइस लास्ट में, वो कर्ड को लास्ट में मैं ऐसा लेयर बनाता था. तो मैं ये क्वेश्चन डाई अमीनो डाइफिलेन सल्फोन इज कॉल्ड एज ए डैप्सोन, लाइक दैट मैं पूरा लिखता था. प्रभाकर रेड्डी साहब बोलता था ये रामकिशन पागल हो गया क्या. तो स्ट्रक्चर्स बिफोर एग्जाम आई वांट टू रिमेंबर आफ्टर माय डिनर आल्सो इन द फॉर्म ऑफ माय दिस थिंग. वो प्लेट होने के बाद एक लेयर बनता है, दही दही रहता ना, वो प्लेट में लिखता था. व्हाट इज द स्टार्टिंग मटेरियल फॉर सिंथेसिस ऑफ इंपॉर्टेंट आवर estrogen compounds. What is the starting material? Cyclopentano, pareto, phenanthrene derivative is called important moiety for the synthesis of steroids. ऐसा आना चाहिए. हाँ, ऐसा हमारा बेंजीनिंग है, केकुल स्ट्रक्चर है, हाँ, NHCOCH3OH, हाँ, para acetaminophenol is called as a paracetamol. Like that you have to remember. These are all tips I am giving to everyone. Everyone knows, but we forget because of our mobile, because of our fast culture, because of our हमारा पूरा जो पिज्जा गीजा खाते ना सबवे में, ये सब भूल जा रहे. So maintain the wellness and take lead, and all important subjects like pharmaceutical technology 1, pharmaceutical technology 2, pharmacology toxicology and pharmaceutical chemistry 1 and 2, analytical chemistry, organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, pharmacognosy, microbiology, compounding and dispensing pharmacy, physical pharmacy and biochemistry, pathology, human education. If you can go through your curriculum, you can do wonders. In addition to that, you have to read, you have to keep habit for the paper reading, Hindu or Times of India. So have some general knowledge. So these are the probable questions where you are going to expert if you appear for the competitive exams, if general studies paper is going to be conducted by Telangana Public Service Commission, general studies and pharmaceutical sciences. Some public service commission, they will conduct only pharmaceutical sciences. In case of our UPSC, when I joined in the year 1996, 97, we were having Ishwar Sir, myself, Somani Sir. We have appeared based on our merit and based on qualification. I was PhD scholar at that. We have attended direct interview. After that, examination conducted. After that, paper 1, paper 2. After that, they requested experience, 18 months experience. Now, no experience, nothing. Only thing is you have to thorough with the all curriculum subjects in addition to some general knowledge. Then you can do wonders during your interviews. conducting by various public service commissions, including UPSCs. So we are going to have a lot of advertisement, and we are going to have a lot of opportunities to go into different laboratories also. We are also having Central Drugs Laboratory, Kolkata, one of the apex laboratory, like that CDL Kasoli, Central Drugs Laboratory for the vaccine, Central Drug Testing Laboratory, Mumbai, Central Drug Testing Laboratory for carrying out testing for condoms, and tubal readings in Chennai. So we are all having important opportunities to excel and appoint as a scientist, come government analyst, not only regulator, scientist positions in Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, CDRA Lucknow, Central Drug Research Institute Lucknow, and important public sector units like Karnataka Antibiotics Limited, Haryana Antibiotics Limited, Maharashtra Antibiotics Limited, and now Indian Drug Manufacturers, Indian Drug Pharma Limited, IDPL is now closed in our Sanat Nagar, Amirpet. So when you are having opportunities, you can appear, go through the employment news, go through the Times of India, then you can have advertisement, you can make application on time without any last date application, so that no, you have to be thorough and you have to have the awareness through important EsPharma education or some other education institute. You can take care. Why Jyoti Rani Madam and Uma Shankar ji to give each and everything? So you have to learn and you have to go through the advertisement. Then you can have some extra knowledge through coaching institute, and based on your knowledge and coaching notes, both if you can club, you can have synergy, and based on your knowledge, you can appear nice interview for your proposed selection of posts. So this is the background, friends, and everyone is pin droply, everyone is listening silently. I appreciate, and I don't want to hammer. Almost 35 minutes completed, and I'll go through some basic slides so that you can understand what are the important inputs you have to take care for day-to-day activity. After completion of B Farm, if you want to go to any quality assurance, quality control department in pharmaceutical sector, you have to have the thorough knowledge with respect to your pharmaceutical interviews. Industry is having expectation, lot of expectation from pharmacists when you go for interview, friend. First, you have to thorough with the basic knowledge of your fundamental principle, then pharmacy curriculum, then how you are going to take care. So you have to have this smartness. You have to be little smart when you go and appear the exam and interviews. So that is very important, friends. And all 4,000, I would like to request all 4,000 registered delegates should please concentrate on your fundamental and take care of discipline and think in a positive way. Have some out of box thoughts. If you don't know, take some inputs from your teacher, but you have to constantly do and put your hard work, and with the almighty blessings, you are going to have good luck for your sustainability and future mission with regard to your career, with respect to your future endeavors. So this is all important experiences I have shared. And drug inspectors is a team of important this thing, pharmacists, but very few opportunities we are having, and government of India is planning to go for all contractual system. So things are changing, but government sector, because drug control is very important compared to developed countries, we are going to have a lot of opportunities. Each and every state is going to have some decentralization. We are also having e-governance is in place. We are going to have a lot of accountability, transparency to the industry people. We are all having targeted prescribed timelines with respect to scrutiny of application for proactiveness, and also to take care of the fast track regulatory approval in order to cater the needs of pharmaceutical manufacturers across the country. And the main vision is to protect and promote public health. And the mission is to enhance the important quality assured medical products. So these are all things, friends. So this presentation, I will request organizers to circulate to everyone. Any doubt, because you might be having a lot of doubts, please note down and mention in your chat box, and we will analyze, we will scrutinize, we will take all important notes accordingly. One by one, Jyoti Rani Madam will tell, and I will give whole day answers. If not possible today, I will not take any biryani and all. I will dedicate my energies for the betterment of all pharmacists across the globe and country. And I pray to God, you are going to have bright future. You are going to settle nicely. Not only government sector, you can go to private sector. You can join in regulatory affairs department, pharmacovigilance department, manufacturing operation control, quality assurance, pharmacovigilance, hemovigilance, material vigilance, in vitro diagnostics, cosmetic industry, medical devices industry, medical technologies. Wherever you want to go, you can go. But you have to put your sincere efforts. You have to work hard. Then only your parents will feel happy rather than wasting time unnecessarily in your mobiles and Google search. So with this, I will go, Kiranji, and I might have not hammered, but all my practical experiences shared from my internal heart. I don't want to develop any arrhythmiasis. At the same time, I want to promote and protect their hearts in order to maintain the important myocardial filaments of their membrane of that heart, so that their influx and efflux of the ions, calcium, potassium will take care with respect to depolarization and repolarization, and the cardiac function, what we call, with respect to your real affection, real love, with regard to promotion of public health by ensuring quality movement of medical products, friends. So, if you see, my outline of presentation is how to face Public Service Commission exam, including interviews by pharmacists in respect of various posts. I have given some background information, friend, and syllabus one should know. The syllabus of Public Service Commission varies from the state to state, and UPSC also having a standardized format with regard to advertising post and conducting examination with regard to the drug inspectors in CDSCO. CDSCO full form is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, which is a national regulatory authority discharging functions under the central government. Act is Central Act. Drug and Cosmetic Act enacted on 10th April 1940. Rules framed in the year 1945. Accordingly, all the provisions shall be applicable to enforce by all regulatory authorities wherever applicable for strict enforcement, and important requirement like good manufacturing practices, good laboratory practices, good clinical practices, and other important activities to be undertaken for day-to-day activity by the manufacturers. Manufacturers and regulators are held responsible for quality movement of medical products in India. So we are having $50 billion market of the current industry size of the pharmaceutical sector. Out of that, $25 billion we are catering the needs of different 211 countries across the globe. That is export market, and domestic also we are having equal contribution. By 2030 we are going to expect more than $120 billion. You see how fast we are developing. The growth rate is from 9 to 11% growth rate CAG report. So things are changing, and this is the only sector where we are having a lot of future and a lot of brightness with regard to patient compliance and with regard to your career, also with respect to remuneration, in order to run your family in a good way, friends. So key subject to focus for the recruitment of various posts, not only drug inspector. If you want to go to industry, how you can act like a smart regulator or important efficient regulator or efficient pharmacist, that I will focus, friends. Then key subject to focus for the industrial appointment of various scheme, government apex bodies, how many bodies we are having, that I would like to focus in one slide so that you can understand. And what are the opportunities with regard to appointment of various pharmacists across the countries, different countries at international level. So what we call abroad pharmacist opportunities, and how to face interviews for drugs inspector, central drug inspector, government analyst, scientific post in national apex bodies like Indian Council of Medical Research, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, Central Drug Research Institute CDRI, Central Drugs Laboratory Kolkata, Central Drugs Laboratory Kasoli, National Institute of Immunology Delhi. So we are National Institute of Science and all important public sector units. So how we are going to have the opportunities, how we can take care, that I would like to focus, friend. Next one, please. So this is the general outline of my presentation. So I don't want to hammer, but I made because Jyotirani madam told me that, sir, you have to have some slides so that our young mind can take some note with regard to their appearing various examinations. Next one, please. Next slide. Yeah. So here already because how to face public service commission exam, ये छोटा अक्षर में है ना, अभी हम भी 51 पे आ गया तो थोड़ा आई साइट आ गया फ्रेंड्स. So candidates who selected for interview requires the following. So bhaiya, you have appeared exam as per the curriculum, as per the EsPharma education, they have given outstanding coaching. For example, you have selected what to do. So after selection, immediately you have to prepare for the interview. So before preparation of interview, you have to thorough with the all important fundamentals of the subject and important areas to focus. Isme, based on my experience I have developed, you have to have the discipline, friends. Second one is sincerity. Third one is punctuality. Fourth one is integrity. Fifth one is you should keep strong determination. Sixth one is body language, including expression of interest towards such important positions. And thorough knowledge with respect to your English. What we call English vocabulary skills. मैं already बोल दिया 1989 में हम कैसा पढ़ाई करते थे. పోషణ అనగానేమి జంతువుల నిర్దిష్ట అవసరాలకు కావాల్సిన ఆహార సేకరణనే పోషణ అందురు. సో అట్లా న్యూట్రిషన్. సో అట్లా దాన్ని ఇంగ్లీష్ లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలి. ఐఎమ్ గివింగ్ एग्जांपल and you can translate. I want लास्ट में हम क्वेश्चन ये पूछेंगे, कैन यू डिफाइन व्हाट इज मीन बाय न्यूट्रिशन, कैन यू डिफाइन व्हाट इज मीन बाय मेटाबॉलिज्म. एनाबॉलिज्म मेटाबॉलिज्म निकाले कैटाबॉलिज्म, एनाबॉलिज्म कैटाबॉलिज्म निकाले मेटाबॉलिज्म. సో బయో ట్రాన్స్ఫర్మేషన్ ఎట్లయితే సైటోక్రోమ్ P450 ఆల్ఫా ఎంజైమ్ ఎక్కడుంటుంది. వాట్ ఈస్ మీన్ బై లివర్, లివర్ సైజ్ ఎంత, లివర్ హౌ మెనీ ఎంజైమ్స్ ఇట్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్, వాట్ అబౌట్ ది బైల్ జ్యూసెస్, బైల్ డ్రగ్స్, what is the capacity. By liver is a check post of our body. How we are going to have the biotransformation of important medication of different products, what we call biotransformation. First pass effect, then goes to systemic circulation, then goes to desired pharmacological effect, then goes to excretion in the form of urine, in the form of feces. You know pharmacology, but ultimately patient should have high quality product and they should meet desired pharmacological clinical response in order to treat disease in hospital or clinical settings, friends. Then thorough knowledge with basic subjects as per the syllabus, friends. So these are the three things I made for you all people, and basic knowledge about the function, responsibilities in respect of advertisement made by different state government and central government for various positions across the government sector and public undertaking sector, including primary institutes, apex bodies like Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR and DBT. Those who did biotech, MTech biotech, after B pharmacy, they can enter into the RCGM committee, review committee on genetic manipulation and important hazardous material, recombinant DNA based product, how we can take care of the preclinical studies and human pharmacology with regard to proving safety, efficacy of biological preparation in order to meet reference product approved by international authority based on comparability. These are all things to take care, friends. Then CSIR, after completion of B.Pharm, those who want to do PhD, they can have the fellowship council for scientific and industrial research. CSIR, we are also having some scientific position. Then those who want to go for the laboratory assistant and scientific officer, principal scientific officer, chief scientific officer, or some important position, you can also make application to Rajnagar Sector 27, Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh, called as IPC, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission. There we are also having one National Coordination Center for recording, collation, recording, analysis, collation, archival of important adverse drug reaction pharmacovigilance program of India. So you can have lot of positions in Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission also. Those who want to go for diagnostic, critical diagnostics like HIV, hepatitis B, VDRL, and other important viral markers, including grouping sera analysis, group A, group B, anti-sera, human albumin, and cum serum, irregular antibodies, Bombay typing, blood products, is up. If you want to do and really want to enjoy, the important apex body is called as NIB, National Institute of Biological. One of the important premier institute with regard to all biological products. Then those who want to do some important activities in the area of nutritional aspects. When you want to go for the CRO, there is one important position with respect to nutritionist, pharmacist. In the year 1989, I got pharmacist position in NIN, National Institute of Nutrition in Hyderabad. After that, I got opportunity to take care of my graduation, so I went into B Pharmacy friend. Accordingly, National Institute of Immunology, those who want to go for important immunogenicity studies and important human vaccines, then you can take care with respect to NII, where it is based in New Delhi. Those who want to become associate professor, assistant professor, technical officer, chaparasi, or vice chancellor, or NIPER director, or assistant director, or deputy director, or joint director, then you can also appear exam advertised by Ministry of Chemicals and Fertilizers, Department of Pharma, where we are promoting research and development, good educational activities with regard to the NIPER Institute. Government of India is also very serious and proactively taking important initiatives in order to support NIPERs with regard to high quality education. Second, we are also having good testing laboratories, good medical devices laboratories by various NIPERs across the country. NIPER Hyderabad number 1 with regard to ranking, NIPER Ahmedabad number 2, NIPER Mohali number 3, NIPER our Kolkata number 5. So important premier institutes are really taking lead. There also you can take lead. And JSS Mysore, JSS Ooty, Amity University, Manipal University, Narsimhanji Bombay, BV Patel, he सब all सभी institutes are same, provided when you have good teaching staff, when you have good sincerity, strong determination, integrity, punctuality, without bunking all classes, you can do wonders. This is my take home message, and this is my request to all of you to take care, friend. Those who want to go for the scientific position, research 7 years back, United States of America started a well-defined pharmacopoeia laboratory, what we call United States Pharmacopoeia Laboratory in Hyderabad, USP office. They are also having a lot of positions. Why only drug inspector? These are all premier institute. You can go through that. You are not aware of all these positions, friends. So just please note down so that you can accordingly make application, including CDL, Central Drugs Laboratory, those who completed microbiology, MSc Biochemistry, M.Pharm Pharmacology, M.Pharm Medicinal Chemistry, M.Pharm Pharmaceutical Technology, you can appear. And B.Pharm plus M.Tech Biotech with specialization of the upstream and downstream with regard to biotechnological principle, microbiology, where you can take care CDL Kasoli and Himachal Pradesh, CDL Laboratory Kolkata, Apex Laboratory West Bengal, then Central Drug Testing Laboratory CDTL Mumbai, CDTL Hyderabad, RDTL Chandigarh, CDTL Chennai, RDTL Guwahati Assam. You can go. Tobacco Laboratory. So it is up to you, friends. Then CDSO is also our organization. There is a position of assistant drug inspector, drug inspectors, assistant drug controllers, deputy drug controllers, joint drug controller advertisement आता है. So you make application. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट हमारा किरण साहब भी डायरेक्टली जॉइंट ड्रग कंट्रोल ऑफ इंडिया हो सकते हैं आप 4-5 साल के बाद. We are having plenty of opportunities, provided if you are smart, provided if you are meeting requisite experience criteria. and CRI, Central Research Institute, yellow fever vaccine, diphtheria, tetanus, pneumococcal vaccine. That is the good research institute located in Himachal Pradesh. Lot of scientific positions are going to be advertised by CRI Kasoli, that you can take care. So these are all the important things. And CRA already covered Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, Karnataka Antibiotics Public Limited, KAPL, GAPL, that is GAPL Goa Antibiotics Public Limited, Goa में है Panaji, Sector 2, and Goa Industrial Development Corporation. Like that, you are also having Pune Antibiotics Public Limited, Pune, Pimpri, Maharashtra. Like that, PHC, PHC, पंजाब क्या है सर? PHC, प्राइमरी हेल्थ सेंटर. फार्मासिस्ट नौकरी करना है, मेरा वरंगल में हो गया. I want to work in primary health center Parkala. I don't want to go to America and all. I want to be in a comfort zone only. Those days gone. Comfort nikalo. Go to abroad. Do your important activities. Take global lead. Identify yourself. Develop some importance to your mummy, papa. Then they will also feel happy with respect to your curriculum when you have chosen as a graduational important subject as a pharmacy. Then railways, railway department also advertise the pharmacist, defense pharmacist, pharmacist in other departments, other disciplines. So these are all things where you can focus. And here, sir, whether PharmD students are eligible for this, sir? First question that I will discuss. Sir, I am having only B Pharm. I don't have any experience. Can I apply in CRI Kasoli, sir? That we will discuss. Sir, I am having only M Pharmacy Pharmaceutical Technology. Can I make application to National Institute of Immunology, sir? I am giving some questions so that you can understand. And accordingly, you can raise questions. We will discuss during our question answer session. So I also published free of cost, and I have given the authority to B.A. Shah Prakashan Publishers, Ahmedabad, Mahalakshmi Charrasta, Ahmedabad, Gujarat. That is Pharmacy Pathfinder 1, Pathfinder 2. And fortunately, this was released by our present PM Sahab Narendra Bhai Damodar Das Modi Sahab, then Chief Minister of Gujarat. I got the opportunity under his able leadership, with his blessing. Pharmacy Pathfinder 2 was released in Grand Bhagwati Hotel at Ahmedabad, Sarkis Gandhinagar Highway, Gujarat, friend. So I am not taking any money, and free of cost. In that, only 200, 400 rupees. In that also, those who are from the weaker section student, SC, ST, OBC, economically backward, including handicapped student, and those who are not able to purchase and pay the 400 rupees, I have requested the author to give, publisher to give free of cost. This I have been taking care since last 30 years. Now I am happy. EsPharma Education, Jyoti Rani Madam and Hamara Uma Shankar ji taking lead. And I told them we are going to have 20,000 multiple choice questions pharmacy window within 6 months. And it is going to be useful for all of you. All 4,000 people are going to get the benefit. Not only 4,000, across the country, we are having 1 million pharmacists. In that, we will give all regulatory principle, we will give all ICS countries regulation, we will give all good techniques with respect to dispensing of effective compound by pharmacists, what we call RPHA in USA, and primary health center, how they are taking care, including vaccine immunization program by Universal Immunization Section, Nirman Bhavan, New Delhi. That also I would like to keep one separate chapter, then you can extract in the form of multiple choice question. So 20,000, 10,000, 10,000. Part 1, part 2, shortly within 6 months, probably if God gives blessing, we are going to inaugurate on 24th February 2024 during our inaugural session of 79th Indian Pharmaceutical Congress, which is going to be scheduled in Hyderabad, that too in high-tech city, if God permit, through IPGA, through our EsPharma, they can take lead. But I will dedicate my energies in the form of important, palatable, comprehensive, scientific pharma principles for your career only. I will not take single pie. I will give in writing to the government. I have not charged till date, but this is for the betterment of country and globe. Till our death, we have to constantly read and we have to learn and we have to educate. We have to dedicate our energies like Sunday for the betterment of all budding pharmacist friends. So this is the syllabus. I don't want to read. So here, syllabus of Public Service Commission UPSC. First is basic knowledge in pharmaceutical chemistry. First, we should know what is the benzene structure. What are the important principles involved in the benzene? What is meant by Kekulé structure? How the delocalization of electrons are taking place? Where is the ortho position, para position, meta position, hydroxyl group, amine group, alkyl group, aldehyde group, reduction. Yes, you have to have the thorough with regard to alkanes, alkenes, alkanes, amines, etc. So chemistry is very, very, very important. First, you have to learn inorganic chemistry compound. What is meant by alum? What is meant by hypo? Potassium, sodium, potassium. What we call sodium, potassium, sulfate. Sodium, potassium, sodium, thiosulfate. Potassium, thiosulfate. Differences क्या है? 22H2O and 12H2O. How many water molecules involved in that? So like that, you have to be thorough and you have to take care of important uses of pharmacological and toxicological effects of drug. For example, para-aminosalicylic acid. It is meant for the tuberculosis. What are the important side effects of para-aminosalicylic acid? Peripheral neuritis. Important side effect of para-aminosalicylic acid dash peripheral neuritis. DLVO stands for dash. Darjagun Ladu, Varve, Warburg, 4 scientists involved for the zeta potential of biphasic liquid dosage form like emulsion, suspension, stability. Micro emulsion is defined as dash. Like that. So please describe the types of emulsions dash. Oil in water, water in oil, oil in water in oil, and water in oil in water. Multiple emulsions. वो भूल जाते सब लोग. Micro emulsion example. Which is the ideal example for micro emulsion? Number 1, Dettol. Number 2, T-Pal. Number 3, both. D, none. So immediately you have to respond. Dettol is very good. Take 1 spoon of Dettol, pour in the bucket of water, then development of milky-like appearance. It undergoes refractive changes and development of milky appearance. Nothing but a good example of micro emulsion. Oil phase, water phase, clubbed in that. Surfactant, surface active agent. How many types of agents we are having? Anionic surfactant, nonanionic surfactant, and cationic surfactant. PEG, polyethylene glycol, macro gals. So like this, all these things you should know. You know better than me, but just I am also recollecting since last 30 years. So then, basic knowledge in manufacturing and evaluation of pharmaceutical dosage form. Tablets, capsule, injectable, all quality control aspects should know. What are the important quality control tests to be carried out for the injectable product? For example, cefuroxime injection. उसमें sterility देखने का, BT testing देखने का, pH देखने का, assay देखने का, other important relevant parameters prescribed in pharmacopoeia. So what is meant by sterility? It should be sterile, free from organisms. What organisms? Pathogen. What pathogen? E. coli, Salmonella, SRS, Pseudomonas. Gram positive, gram negative bacteria. Then any other distinct fungal, fungal also should be absent. What type of fungal? Candida albicans, Aspergillus. So what are the difference between fungus and bacteria? And what is the difference between the bacteria and virus? You should know. So these are all things you should keep friends accordingly. You have to face interview during panel of during your interview. Subject expert can ask anything. During my interview in the year 1997, they requested me to write the dapsone chemistry, dapsone this thing structure, diamino diphenyl sulfur. दोनों डाल दिया, ये हो गया. How much time I am having, Jyoti madam? 12 o'clock. Okay.
ఎస్ సార్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు సేల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, సేల్స్ లో లైసెన్సింగ్ అథారిటీ వచ్చేసి అసిస్టెంట్ డైరెక్టర్ సార్. సేల్స్ లో అంటే డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ లో ఉండే షాప్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా సార్, హోల్సేల్ అవన్నీ. హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉండే వాటిలో మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ ఉంటుంది సార్. ఆ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ అంతా కూడా జాయింట్ డైరెక్టర్ ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే Kiran, please convert to English.
Yes sir.
This is national webinar. Please speak English only, Mr. Kiran.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we will discuss during our question answer, President Saab. So these are all things just I am sharing so that no students can get some awareness with respect to the prescribed syllabus, with respect to public service commission like UPSC and various other public service commission like Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Delhi. I will speak, sir. So these are all important things one should note. And knowledge in analysis of drug formulations is also very, very important. What type of qualitative analysis we have to carry out, quantitative analysis, conductimetry, nephelometry, viscometry, other important weighing analysis with regard to analytical parameters involved, including particle size analysis, friends. So here, important current affairs. So the paper 1 also, because this is the example I am giving, the paper 1, current affairs, regional, national, international current affairs, you should be thorough. And international relations and event, sports and other important activities, Guinness records, Padma Vibhushan, and important events of the government of India, respect to state government, one should keep in thorough with regard to preparation for the paper 1 for Public Service Commission. Example, Telangana State Public Service Commission, sir. This is not the standard. It varies from the state to state, but accordingly, you have to take care. General science is also very important. India's achievement in science and technology during last 20 years or 30 years, you should have some thorough knowledge. Environmental issues, disaster management, prevention and migration, mitigation strategies, how we are taking care of the biosafety management rules 2019, 2022, 2012 with regard to having eco-friendly environment with regard to promotion of industrialization, example pharmaceutical sector, economic and social development of India and Telangana. Just we have given an example. Each state is having their own importance, so they will give the respect to state importance with respect to their economic reforms and social developmental activities. Physical, social, economic geography of India. This one should know. Up to 12th, you must be thorough with all important history, geography, economics, and civics, friend. And physical, social, economic, geography, and demography of Telangana. So demography, not only for Telangana, it is very, very important for total country, and internationally people are looking. This is one of the advantage where we are having that I already told. Technology and important fast economic reforms, and third, good demography of the country where the globe is looking for fast track investment, and in order to develop industry and industrialization where we can have good culture, good talent pool to take cater the needs of total world, friends. So socio-economic, political, cultural history of modern India with special emphasis on Indian national movement. That also one of the chapter added where they need to focus with respect to socio-economic, political, cultural history of Telangana. And because this just I am giving an example, and special movement ये सब चलते रहेगा. So Indian constitution, Indian political system, governance and public policy, and example how the Telangana state formed. So that also they have given. One should know with regard to the difficulties faced for formation of this new state of Telangana, where we have to have the update with regard to appearing the Telangana Public Service Commission, friend. Social exclusion, rights issues such as gender, caste, all important things, vulnerable population, what we call. Society, culture, heritage, arts and literature of Telangana, policies of Telangana state. These are all examples. And logical reasoning, analytical ability, data interpretation is also one of the area where you need to focus for getting more score. These are all important chapters. You can score more. Logical and data interpretation, analytical ability chapter is very, very important. And basic English, 10th class standard, preposition, adjectives, proverbs, pronouns, nouns, कहाँ रखने का 256 and 155. मतलब अभी तक तो अभी हमारा बच्चे सब लोग इंग्लिश में पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं. During our this thing childhood, we used to face lot of problems with respect to grammar. Grammar गया अभी. Now all our students, they are having excellent speaking skills in English, but failing in the subjects. If I ask what is meant by pharmacy, people will get confusion. If I ask what is quality assurance as per the WHO TRS guideline 937 guideline of section 27, they will get the confusion. So we need to have thorough command on definition, history, background information for appearing various interviews. Same way, Paper 2. Paper 1 is the general studies. Paper 2, the pharmaceutical sciences, where they have given chapter 1, importance of various pharmacopoeias. I already told. How many pharmacopoeias we are having? We are having Indian pharmacopoeia in India, British pharmacopoeia in British, US in United States pharmacopoeia, national formulary and international pharmacopoeia, EU national formulary and British pharmaceutical codex, Japanese pharmacopoeia, Chinese. Each country is having their own pharmacopoeia, monographs and standards with respect to their meeting requirement when they go for the product registration with respect to product development during the registration process, during sale distribution of the respective countries in order to promote their international health. Then yes, up there, chapter 1. Chapter 2, sources of drug. What are the drugs available from the plant sources? So you have to be thorough with the important pharmacognosy, animal sources, mineral sources, semi-synthetic sources, synthetic sources, biotechnological important routes. So these are all the important area. How many types of drugs we are having? What are the important sources of drugs? The drugs which are obtained from the plant, animal, mineral, synthetic, semi-synthetic, including recombinant DNA-based technology and biotechnological products upstream and downstream with respect to novel biosimilar products and human vaccines, etc. Third one is preparation of infusion. This is very, very important. Infusion, decoction, tincture, solution, all are in our Cooper and Gun with regard to our dispensing pharmacy. Dry extract, introduction and classification of various pharmaceutical dosage form. How many types of dosage form we are having? Liquid dosage form, solid dosage form, semi-solid dosage form, biphasic liquid dosage form, novel drug delivery system, nanotechnology dosage form, control release dosage form, time release dosage form, and delayed release dosage form, aerosol dosage form. So metered dose inhaler. So they are all types of dosage form, friends, with respect to prescription by doctors for different patients in clinical and hospital setting. Various parts of prescription. What is meant by prescription? What is RX? How many components of the prescription? Superscription, inscription, subscription. So content, name of the patient, ingredient, composition, posology, and important drug doses, strength and prescription step by step, including all precautions to be taken while taking medication product. Handling of prescription, preliminary knowledge the pharmacy should have. Thorough knowledge. The Latin terms, what is meant by subscription, what is meant by superscription, and tablespoonful, teaspoonful, SOS, as and when necessary. Yes, like that, you have to have thorough knowledge on the Latin term prescribed in our important compounding and dispensing pharmacy. What we call the dispensing pharmacy with respect to interpretation of all translation into English, that you have to thorough. Posology. The posology is the science which deals with drug doses of various drugs being developed. What we call posology. Calculation of the doses for infant, children, adults, geriatric patient, alcohol dilution, proof spirit, isotonic solution, displacement values. You have to have the thorough knowledge. Isotonic solution important. Deals our formula, other important formula for the calculation of the dosages, pediatric dose and children dose and infants, neonates, children's, adults. And ये सब पूरा differences का पूरा age group you have to take care, friend. And spirits, isotonic solution. What is meant by osmosis? What is meant by hypertonic solution? What is meant by hypotonic solution? What is meant by semi-permeable membrane? Crossing lower concentration to higher concentration to lower concentration. The diffusion mechanisms involved with respect to peritoneal cells of gastric antrum when we get desired pharmacological effect with respect to the clinical response. Everyone should read and they should be thorough. Brief outline of communicable diseases. What are the contagious diseases? What are the RNA viruses diseases? DNA virus diseases? Their causative agent, modes of transmission, all these things. First aid, classification, and contamination of the pharmaceutical products. Sterilization is very, very important, friends. You have to be thorough with sterilization, moist sterilization, dried sterilization, types of sterilization, how to carry out effective validation for the sterilizer, how to calculate F0 value, how we can calculate with regard to the heat distribution and heat penetration within the sterilizer. As per the protocol, we have to meet. So there are all things, and you have to thorough with respect to hospital acquired communications and other important anatomy, physiology, cardiovascular, autonomic nervous system, central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, brain, general toxicology, important drugs acting on the plant drugs like digitalis. Digitalis means what? Digitalis is a leaf obtained from Digitalis purpureum. Digitalis purpurea belonging to family Scrophulariaceae. Main active ingredient is digoxin, gitaxin. So main digoxin is important active constant working against sodium, potassium, ATPase enzyme को inhibit करेगा. So how we can take care with respect to avoiding cardiovascular complications? So you have to be thorough with mechanism of action and adverse reaction, etc. Then key subject to focus for the recruitment of drug inspector, I already told, because pharmacology is one of the important subject after the thorough knowledge having in the pharmaceutical technology. Pharmaceutics is the first. Then once a drug development takes place, then you have to take care of the all adverse reaction. Pharmacological subject is very, very important. And based on the formulation, once the analytical parameters completed, that is pharmaceutical analysis is also very important. Microbiology, biochemistry, pharmaceutical chemistry, and pharmaceutical jurisprudence. In case of drug inspector recruitment, they will ask more questions with regard to forensic pharmacy, what we call related to Drug and Cosmetic Act front. So pharmacology is the more basic license, basic knowledge on the drugs, classification, drugs acting on central nervous system, drugs acting on autonomic nervous system, drugs acting on peripheral tissues, drugs acting on important hormone, pituitary gland, other important area, novel peptides, proteins, amines, yes, of important difference. Pharmaceutics में all doses form you have to be thorough. Then biochemistry, important. What is meant by carbohydrate? What is meant by protein? What are the important reactions involved in the protein? What is meant by xanthoprotein test? What is meant by important other reaction? What is meant by complement fixation test when you go for antigen antibody reaction in microbiology, pharmaceutical analysis, GC, LCMS, HBLC, all these important fundamental you should be thorough. Accordingly, you can face. So these are all subjects I don't want to hammer, but these are the important subjects where you can focus, friends. Next one, pharmaceutical technology. Then basic knowledge and Schedule M, good manufacturing practice. What we call, we are having important schedule. Schedule M deals with the requirement of manufacturing, civil construction, building facilities step by step with respect to warehouse, sampling, dispensing, stage preparation, paste preparation, then granulation, compression, coating, and primary packing and storage. So you should have, just I am giving an example. So GMP should be thorough, quality control, quality assurance, formulation development, research and developmental activity. How you have to make a test license, how to obtain test license with regard to NDCT rules of 2019. So you have to go through the checklist is available. You can go through the online and accordingly you have to upload and you can get the license with regard to your requirement. So awareness on importance of pharmaceutical equipment of different pharmaceutical preparations. You should have the thorough knowledge. Compression machine, granulator, FBD machine, and important sterilization machines. What are the important components and machine? So at least you should have some basic knowledge on pharmaceutical engineering and skill development. Government of India promoting all important skill development, having a lot of awareness programs based on important activities, and at least general knowledge point of view, you have to have the important information on banned drugs, how the Form 26H is taking care with respect to having power by Drug Control General India for banning of drugs. Then marketing technique, smartness to handle any situation in case of extreme emergency, extreme pandemic, extreme endemic, life-threatening condition with respect to development of medical product, and guidelines on preclinical testing, clinical trials, pharmacovigilance, material hemovigilance. There are all the areas you need to have some, you have to have some thorough command, friends. Next one. ये सब हो गया. So हमारा abroad opportunities. अब everyone will want to go and settle in Singapore, Malaysia, Houston, and San Francisco, Canada, Japan, Korea, etc. So friends, I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 developed countries and developing countries, abroad pharmacy, foreign pharmacy graduate equivalency examination, and not they are that already told based on the NAPLEX and APG, those who want to get the good score, they are going to get the RPH state, registered pharmacist. Pharmacy examining board for Canada. Canada is also one of the good country. A lot of people are going to that PEBC exam, and very easy, and you can settle nicely. Those who want to go and interested to settle in Canada. And Canada होने के बाद then easily Niagara Falls pass होने के बाद you can go to abroad, USA जा सकते भैया. So knowledge assessment of pharmaceutical sciences, KPS, that is also important. Those who want to have beautiful atmosphere in Melbourne and other important areas of the Australia country, you can go. And Dubai Health Authority also conducting exam, and almost all our guidelines, our Nirali publications and EsPharma Pathfinder meeting requirement. 15 students selected for the DHA, 27 students having pharmacist license in Australia, 88 students from my Pathfinder settled in Canada from Gujarat. So I am giving the secret. I don't want to promote, but everyone is great and all are contributing for the pharmacy profession. And the MOH in Arabian countries, only 6 people went to Arabia. So they are all just a statistical data I am giving since last 25 years. And how to face interviews for drug inspector in medical devices and IVDs. Now we are having separate rules framed in the year 2017 and effective from 1st January 2018 with respect to medical devices. And we have given all important circulars. Now it is going to be act in our proposed bill. Shortly it is going to be passed by Parliament. In vitro diagnostic rules separate part B. We are having 2017 CDSO circular, GHTF guideline, Global Harmonization Task Force on Medical Devices, consisting of Australia, Japan, Canada, European Union and USA. So our guidelines are in line of all developed ICS countries that I would like to focus, friend. Then biomedical engineering principle, biocompatibility. Biomedical engineers also more useful in our medical devices sector. So lot of future for them, those who want to go for that sector in order to serve for the country with respect to promotion of medical devices sector. Basic difference between what is meant by drug, what is meant by device. Drugs are from the synthetic route or semi-synthetic route, and all important chemistry is involved in the drugs. In case of devices, lot of engineering aspects are involved. So just one must know what are the important basic difference between these two. Application of medical equipment, medical devices based on the risk classification. So based on the GHTF guideline, India also having class A, class B, class C, class D important devices, friends. Next one. And central drug inspector medical devices, already vacancies published and drug inspectors advertised for 100 and assistant drug inspector 83. And B pharmacy, Pharm D is also one of the essential qualifications. Those who are more interested, you can go through the guidelines based on your curriculum. They will ask and you have to face interview, and definitely will give all important inputs. And here only basic qualification is required, and we are not going to request you people to have some experience. So earlier people used to take, but based on the CAT judgment, based on the Honorable High Court judgment, so without experience, we are taking all important pharma and Pharm D graduates with respect to appearing various positions in Government of India sector, example medical devices also. Next one, please. So this is the circular, so everyone can understand and you can go through that. Next one. So these are all the circulars issued by our CDSO, and we don't want to hammer, and you can go through that and how we are going to take care. And next one, please. Regulation to build quality. Ultimately, health is a human right, friends. We are all working. Those are passionate to work in our regulated environment, and those who want to go for the quality control sector, pharmaceutical industries, because industry people also having regulatory setup. Government people also having regulatory setup. So regulators, government agencies, and all important enterprises are focusing to build quality. Health is a human right. Access to healthcare, including essential medication, is a derived right. So goal of national health policy derived in 2017, attaining of the highest possible level of health and well-being for all age groups through the preventive and primitive healthcare orientation is one of the important objectives. This would be achieved through increasing access and improving quality and lowering the cost. Means because most of the products, our products, whatever we are being produced, we are number one with respect to generic products and supplying at affordable prices to global community. This is very, very important, friend. Next one, please. So ultimately, so organization structure, why we have to take care, why drug control officers should take lead, why health is important. So I would like to give one important slide with respect to organizational structure. Based on the federal nature of Indian Constitution, areas of operation have been divided into central government and state government friends. Seventh schedule of Indian Constitution, Article 246, describes namely union list, state list, and concurrent list. Some of the items like public health, hospital, sanitation falls under the state list. Health is very important. Only Kiran Saab ka kaam hai. Ramkesh Saab kya karte? So it's not like that. So because it falls under the concurrent list, we are working with harmony of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana for the betterment of our for the betterment of society to ensure quality health with respect to supply of various medical products. So the items having wider ramification at the national level like family welfare, population control, medical education, prevention of food adulteration, and including quality control in manufacturing of drugs have been included in the concurrent list. Therefore, state government of various state licensing authority of various state government and central government are equally responsible to take care of the concurrent list. Therefore, we are having joint responsibilities and few responsibilities. Chapter 3, import, export, and new drug permission, clinical trial, Class C, Class D taken care of CDHO, that is Government of India, that is National Regulatory Authority. Next one, please. And I would like to give the important preamble of the Indian drug legislation. Everyone knows in forensic pharmacy, the main preamble is to regulate manufacture, sale, distribution, import of drugs, cosmetic, biological, medical devices, and other products is the one of the important preamble. Objective is same. Everyone is responsible as per the law. Indian Drug and Cosmetic Act is to ensure that the public are supplied with high quality, safety, efficacy of important drugs as per the section 3B, class 3 of Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Ultimately, the basic policy is here. The basic policy of DNC Act is that manufacturer is responsible for quality of drug manufactured by them, and government regulatory agencies like Kiran Saab and myself and Koteshwara Saab are responsible to monitor the quality of drugs by having annual inspection periodically. So yeah, principle, objective. So everyone knows. You can go through that. Next one, please. I would like to give the basic difference between the central government and state government responsibilities. So drugs falls under the Indian concurrent. Drugs falls under the concurrent list of Indian Constitution. Therefore, it is enforced by both Government of India, central government, and state government under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act, where we can take care with respect to manufacturing, sale, distribution, etc. Next one, please. What are the important constitution? Because no, here this is okay. Next one, please. List 1, list 2, list 3, list 4. Union list, state list, concurrent list. Just I have given for your betterment only with regard to Article 246 of the 7th schedule of Indian Constitution. What are the important functions of National Regulatory Authority? Approval of new drugs. So, interview point of view, they are all bullet point where you can tell to your panel of experts. Approval of new drugs, clinical trials, import, registration, licensing for important products like blood center, large volume parentals, vaccine, recombinant DNA products, some medical devices falls under the Central License Approving Authority, that is CLA. Amendment to Drug and Cosmetic Act, banning of drugs, grant of personal license in case of import of drugs, import of medical devices in small quantities for personal use as per the doctor prescription we are allowing. When I joined, first license I have given to Honorable Health Minister, Government of Telangana, who hails from the Siddipet. So we are proactively taking lead, and fast track approval we are giving with more transparency and accountable to the public, and testing of new drugs as per the NDCT rules of City 10, City 11, City 14, City 15 of important application for the betterment of industry. Next one, friends. Then important functions of state licensing authority. हमारा किरण साहब का मेन काम वही है, साफ करने के बाद हम करते. So licensing of manufacturing site for drugs, including bulk drugs, finished formulation, wholesale, retail, sale license, Rule 61, Rule 62, Rule 63, Class 1, Class 2, functioning, pharmacist, prescription, violation, pricing, DPCO, ये सब हमारा साफ करते रहते हैं. Licensing of establishment, approving of all public testing laboratories in Form 37 as per the applicable FAN. So recall is up. Next one. So these are all important regulatory apex committees and functions I have given for their important interview point. What is CDSU? Full form, Central Drug Standard Control Authority. ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research, established in 1911. The important function is, what is the function of ICMR? ICMR को कोविड किट परमिशन दिया, बट क्या है? Formulates, coordinates, promotes biomedical research and ethical principles. ICMR published one important biosafety, academic clinical trial, biomedical health research, ethical committee. Those who want to carry on the clinical trial, they have to register with the ICMR registry, www.icmrregistry.com. So before going clinical trial, they have to register with the ICMR national body, which is the what is the main objective? To promote the national health in good way. Then GEC, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee, established in 1989, where it takes care of the manufacturing, usage, import of hazardous microorganisms, genetically engineered organisms or cells. At the time of import, our CDSO officers are going to take care with respect to NOCs. Then DBT, Department of Biotechnology, it promotes transgenic research, molecular biology of human genetic disorders, brain research, commercialization of diagnostic kits, including all vaccines meant for human applications for various communicable diseases, is important objective of DBT. AERB, Atomic Energy Review Board, where the radioisotopes are taking care. Gamma irradiation, we have given 2 licenses in Telangana. How we are taking care with respect to promotion of radiotherapy for cancer patient, research, safety, review board of gamma irradiators for diagnostic for important devices. Then Baba Atomic Research Center, DTAB. What is meant by DTAB? Drugs Technical Advisory Board, established in the year 1950 to advise central and state government on technical matters arising in respect of drugs, cosmetic, medical devices, including in vitro diagnostics. RCGM, Review Committee on Genetic Manipulation, no objection certificate required for clinical trial. Also rDNA strains before submitting safety efficacy data. What is meant by DCC? Drugs Consultative Committee, advising committee to DTAB, central and state government regulators for uniform implementation of various provisions of Drugs and Cosmetic Act. What is FSSAI? Nutraceutical, those who want to go for export, they have to get the license. The Food Safety Standard Authority of India, since 2006, taking care of the maintaining the quality and efficacy standards for food and food products, chicken and chicken products, egg and egg products, meat and meat products, etc. So all these things are very, very important, and we are all here, and we can take it. So friends, last 5 minutes, and whatever thoughts expressed today for the betterment of all national, international pharmacists, those who are working in different discipline, I wish God bless you all, and we are nothing, but if you read thoroughly, definitely God will bless. Teachers will impart quality education. Our Manikandan Sahib is ready to give important thoughts, how to become a collector, how to become a sub-collector, how to become a foreign officer, how to become an Indian police officer. So now you are having a lot of opportunities, all complex subjects involved. We can do better than the social studies students. We are not inferior. So Manikandan Sahib is the right person. He will guide you, and you can also become IAS, IPS. So in near future, all our pharmacists can also take lead with regard to this thing. So I would like to thank DCJ sir, हमारा respected Dr. Raju Singh Raghuvamshi Sahab, and coming to office, sharing knowledge for the betterment of budding pharmacists. This credit goes to sir and Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, all my budding pharmacists, IPGA and drug control officers, India Welfare Officers Association, under the supervision of our national president Koteshwar Rao ji and his team, IPGA, and हमारा किरण कुमार साहब, and the Secretary General of the Telangana State, where he is taking care of a lot of important outlets with regard to the quality, safety movement of drugs in and around the Telangana. So with this, I am thankful to all my pharmacists. I am praying to God to bless you all. I would like to congratulate all your parents for choosing pharmacy. B pharmacy is an optional subject, but you might be having some depression. सर हमारा बच्चे का हो गया, but employment नहीं है, नौकरी नहीं मिल रहे. This is one of the challenge. I can understand, but because of limitation, I don't have any comment. But wish you all the best and God bless you all. And I am on time. Another 3 minutes left, and I would like to thank organizers Prabhakar Reddy ji and Jyoti Rani madam and Uma Shankar ji and all the team members took the important initiative for the benefit of all budding pharmacists across the country. And ladies and gentlemen and special invitees and my colleagues from CDSO Hyderabad, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Savanji and Murali ji and Supraja madam for making this wonderful PPT slide in order to boost all our pharmacists across the country. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. This is
Dr.
really
Kiran,
that's what-
Dr. Kiran, please wait. Dr. Kiran, please wait. Don't say thanks now. It is not ended. What Dr. Ramkishan sir has delivered is a curtain raiser. It is a ocean. What मेरा mind में क्या आ गया बोलो तो we will hunt Ramkishan sir. We will take his time and we will make few recorded videos. And because a lot is there in his mind, only the thing is we are not allowing him to speak more time because another speaker is waiting. He is actually in government meeting, so he has taken permission for half an hour and he is on the line. So this is not enough. We will record another 2 to 3 sessions, each of 2 hours, so that it will be useful for the student fraternity. What else? So if you say thanks, sir may escape. Don't say thanks now.
No, sir. He is the encyclopedia of the pharma department.
Today I am on fasting, sir. अधिक मास आ गया तो हम कुछ खाना नहीं खाएंगे, इधर ही रहेंगे, sir. Don't worry.
Okay.
We are very
Yes.
thankful to you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You listen.
Yes.
Sir, as the program schedule is decided, so next speaker is our A. Manikandan, sir, Chief Development Officer, Agra, UP, India. So I would like to give you a brief introduction of the sir. Mr. Manikandan is a member of the Indian Administrative Service IAS of 2017 batch, Uttar Pradesh cadre, and was posted as Chief Development Officer at Agra district. He graduated in pharmacy from PSG College Pharmacy in Coimbatore. He holds a master's degree in pharmaceutical chemistry from Madras Medical College and currently pursuing PhD from the Indian Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi. Also completed BSc in psychology from Madras University and holds a master's degree in public policy from Jawaharlal Nehru University. Okay. In India, very few pharmacy graduates cleared converted civil services examination, and he is the first person to clear from the state of Tamil Nadu on South India. After completing his post-graduation, he worked as a drugs inspector in Tamil Nadu from 2012 to 2014. He also worked as a manager at Tamil Nadu Medical Services Corporation, where he dealt with quality and supply chain management of medicines of state of Tamil Nadu. In year 2014, cleared civil services and joined Indian Railways Account Services and subsequently become IAS in exam 2016. He served as the Assistant Secretary in Ministry of Women and Children Development and then posted as Joint Magistrate in Varanasi District, UP as his first posting. He has been invited as a speaker in more than 200 institutions and motivated more than 3 lakh students to take up civil services as a career path in various pharma symposiums and workshops. His interest and works rarely mainly on the area of pharmacoeconomics, reducing existing out of pocket expenditures in medicines and increasing accessibility, affordability, and availability of the medicines. So, His Excellency, I would like to invite Manikandan sir. Sir, we are welcome you, sir, to the session and hand over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to Ramkishan sir, Kodishwara sir, and all the organizers, IPGA, EsPharma, and all the our pharma fraternity. And I'm very happy to be part of this. My sincere thanks to Kodishwara sir for giving this opportunity, mainly our pharma people studying civil services. And I'm always happy to be with Ramkishan sir. Let's share something related to civil services today. Uh, See, there are a lot of government opportunities, the employment opportunities. Always, few things we need to consider. Why, like, whenever we are choosing something, we need to like think. Why do we need to choose that particular line? See, we are pharma people, and if you take India's GDP, more than 10%, we can say it is from pharmacy. And the second one is like India is a pharmacy of the world. We supply medicines, vaccines, and other essentials to more than 200 plus countries. When the situation is like this, the participation of pharma people, our people into the administration, or we can say senior level administration, that is very limited. Apart from, we have few organizations like where our Ramkishan Saris belong, CDSCO, NBPA, Pharmexil, like that. There are, and all the state government drug control organizations. These are some of the limited government opportunities. But just I want to tell, or we want to just break the myth among the all the aspirants or all the graduates, that always we feel that either civil services or the public service exams of various state governments, we think that it is not our cup of tea, because we always says that we feel that pharmacy is not there as an optional subject, or we used to think that that is for somebody's exam. Always pharmacy means we know only few things. One is the government analyst or the drug inspector. After these two exams, any private company or something like that. We never never intend to become government servants. But I just want to clear one very important point. See, if we see the what is the qualification required for the civil servant to become an IAS officer, or to become any group one service officer. For example, I think in the state of Andhra Pradesh or Telangana also, you have, I think, MRO karte hain, Mandal revenue officer, or which is equivalent to a district revenue officer, or we can use to say that sub collector, additional collector, or district collector, joint collector. All those things are also we are eligible to become all those the employment opportunities. But only thing is, we are not, when we aware also, we know how to do, what to do, what are the challenges in it, how it is better from all the other government opportunities. All these things are always a doubt. So we never there is a story people used to say, when there was an elephant. There was a big elephant. There are five people. They are blind people. They have been told to touch the elephant and say its structure. Somebody caught hold of the trunk, and he said it is looking like something long, and it's like a pipe. Something hold of the legs and told that it is like a pillar. Somebody told of the total that body and told that the elephant is looking like a wall. So nobody got the actual or complete structure of the that elephant. So everybody feels that it is something different. But the same exists even when we look into government examination. Always government, the pharmacy is lucky. We have a lot of opportunities, the job opportunities, employment opportunities, whether it is government or private. Mostly we engage in private, either in companies, pharma companies, marketing, or opening up of medical shop, or we can become entrepreneurs also. Because of these opportunities, we never think about to become a civil servant. But I will tell you why do what are the advantages of being in civil? For example, IAS, IFS, IPS. There are 23 plus services when you take one single exam called UPSC's civil service examination. First thing is you will be paid well because everybody is looking for a job because you need a good, decent. The first month salary around 60,000, and periodically the salary allowances, everything increases. Apart from that, when you are joining the civil service examination, it is not just the job. You will get all the facilities for electricity, car, vehicle, staff, tune, everything. So automatically, the only except food, you are not going to pay for anything else. So this is one of the very important point. It makes one of the advantages because everybody whenever we think for some job that should be self-satisfying. It has to fulfill our basic needs. Definitely, IAS is a good job because it has all those with a good salary as well as all the other perks and benefits added to that. This is one very important thing. Second point which we need to think is always when we are happy with ourselves, we get everything. The next point will be next point of what we will think is to serve the people. See, everybody is happy to help serve the public. Here, we will be paid for serving the public. You can change the life of the individuals. For example, you are an officer at the district level, and there is a old lady come to your office to get some support, and you can able to clear that maybe some pension or some free ration scheme or something like that. Automatically, you can able to serve that or help that particular lady, or two people, or a family, or a community to change that entire life. That is one of the you can become a change maker in somebody's life. You can give a positive change and growth development in somebody's life. That is one of the very important things. And the third is it gives a social status. Everybody know what is the social status enjoyed by the civil servant, IAS, IPS, and all. Definitely, that is one of the very important thing, unique thing, which is not either corporates or the all other employment opportunities. These are the three very important things. And one more thing is very important for the IAS. That is the diversity of the job which we are going to see. For example, earlier I was posted in Banaras. I was posted as the giant collector. When I was giant collector, definitely my role will be revenue, land administration, law and order, all those things. Now I'm posted as a chief development officer. I'm looking at the rural development. There are 34 departments reporting to me. More than 20,000 people are working under me as of now. The complete district, like I can say, all these people, for example, morning I go to office, I see somebody related to we deal with the bank people, the issues, we deal with the child development, we deal with the health, we deal with the medicines, the all the department, around 30 plus department, including PWD, rural development, Panchayati Raj. So the experience you are going to get, the diversity, the challenges you are going to get, that is completely unique. That challenge you will not get anywhere, definitely anywhere in the world, because India's diversity, India's job challenges, all these issues are unique, and definitely this will be a challenging career for you. You will have a diversity. Every day is interesting. Every hour is interesting for you. That is one of the very important the positive aspect of this life. So since we discussed about this particular area, why do we need to become a civil servant? Because it has a lot of many good things. Always there are a few bad things also. You need to deal with a lot of pressure and the protocols, and your private life will be very limited. Family life, private life, but still there are many other good things, positive things are there. Which you can enjoy. I will come to the next angle. That is the how to prepare or what to prepare. And here, whatever I do pharmacy, that is very, very more when compared to what I studied for civil service examination, which means UPSC, the not here than the pharmacy graduation. We study more during the pharmacy or I studied more during the pharmacy rather than what I studied in the UPSC examination. That is also we can say we can definitely say each and every pharmacy graduate who cleared pharmacy are eligible. Definitely, they are on par with the IAS officers, I can say. But only thing is the way of which study, what we studied, what like how we studied, all those things are a little bit different. For example, in pharmacy, when we study for degree, our like we study for one time, twice, and then we go and write the examination and clear. But UPSC not it is not possible just by reading once. We need to study for many times. There are limited resources. The resources are limited, but definitely you have to study for a long time. You need to do a lot of revisions. You need to take a lot of tests.
Maybe sir has some issue.
Some signal problem.
He will come back. He might be received some external call. He is on another call. He will be joining. Please bear.
Sir, yes, sir.
Sir, can we have
And meanwhile,
sir, meanwhile,
me-
please.
meanwhile, I have gone through some messages. People are asking not constructive questions. What is the age limit? I am a third year B pharmacy. Can I eligible? These types, you can go to the UPSC website. The phone is in your hand. You go and search. Everything will be available there. What is the age limits? When the advertisement will come? Everything, because everyone out of this, all the participants, everyone as having a smartphone in your hand and you are more intelligent than us in utilizing the smartphones. So whatever the questions you are putting here will be getting all the results more than what we expressed in this short time. So only any constructive. Suppose Ramkishan sir was telling that earlier the for selection of central drug inspector or state drug inspector there is a need of experience. Now it is completely removed. So any person can prepare and apply and they can get the job. It is not mandatory as per the Drug Act law also. Nowhere in Drug Act it is mentioned that experience is compulsory. Only the experience is required where to inspect Schedule C and C1 drugs. Otherwise, you can, after getting sufficient 18 months experience, you are eligible to inspect Schedule C and C manufacturing premises. Otherwise, you are all are eligible, those who completed B pharmacy and those who are in final year B Pharm also be mentally ready from now itself, so that if we cannot say when the government announcement will release. So you be prepared, it will come. If not for this exam, the same continue for preparation of this civil services or group exams. The same pattern will come there, and you instead of pharmacy optional subjects, you can select some EG, environmental sciences and other things. People who are even doctors, engineers are also selecting, not selecting their own optional subjects. They are selecting very easy subjects which Manikandan sir will again explain you once he come into the picture.
Sir has joined. Manikandan sir.
Please, sir.
You can unmute.
Sorry, there was some network issue. I don't know what happened. Definitely, when a graduated and got into the pharmacy degree, I can say very important myth about this is only not there are 1,000 people, 700 people being engineers who cleared the all those 700 never choose their engineering as their optional subject. They choose some other subject as their optional subject. So most of the aspirants choose syllabus. Technical things which I need to say. experience. When
Kannan sir, your voice is completely breaked.
Sir, once you disconnect and reconnect, sir, that will be useful.
And all audience, please bear on the line. Ramkishan sir is waiting for you. He will clarify certain question and answers, and he will be waiting for you. Please don't leave the platform now. After completion of Manikandan sir, there is a question and answers interaction session will be there.
Umashankar, please check it out that whether sir is rejoined or not.
Yeah, just I'm calling.
So we will produce a recorded voice of Dr. Manikandanji in the YouTube channel later. And sir is maintaining facing a network issue. Over to Dr. Ramkishan sir for question and answers, and coordinator will be Jyotishree and Umashankar. Ramkishan sir, please come into the picture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Jyotishree madam summarized a few questions related to special focus on UPSC exam. So, UPSC exam, okay, is okay? UPSC exam is going to be mainly on pharmaceutical sciences, covering all important subjects like pharmaceutical technology, pharmacology, toxicology, therapeutics, what we call. Third, medicinal chemistry, covering organic and inorganic analytical chemistry. And fourth one is pharmaceutical analysis. And fifth one is drug laws, forensic pharmacy. And sixth one is some basic principles involved: biochemistry, microbiology, and health education, dispensing pharmacy. So these are the things. But in addition to that, you need to have special focus on general studies awareness also. 15 to 20 questions, sometimes 30-40 questions also going to be raised in paper 1 and paper 2. Just I am telling in a summarized way, but it is as good as a GPAT exam with some extra knowledge from general studies point of view we can keep. Anyhow, you are preparing for the Public Service Commission exam, Group 1, Group 2, Civil Service. So that will be added advantage those who are preparing the competitive exams. But in addition to that, if you concentrate on important 5-6 subjects, pharmacology, medicinal chemistry, analysis, dispensing pharmacy, and medicinal chemistry, health education, my basic principles of microbiology, biochemistry can do wonders with respect to the UPSC exam for the appointment of drug inspectors in CDSCO. Same in case of assistant drug inspectors, recruitment is conducting by the Staff Selection Commission. So based on that exam also equivalent to this UPSC, but less general knowledge questions, but they will focus on paper 1, paper 2, covering all important GPAT syllabus only. That depends upon the requirement and all, but more by and large meeting the requirement of our Pharmacy Council of India syllabus. And sometimes 10-15 questions they will also ask general studies. Current affairs is very much, it is very important. But in case of interviews, because and for that 18 months experience is not required, there was a court case, court has given the directives, without experience they can take by UPSC. That was the main thing I want to share with you. Number 2 is interview. Interviews means one subject expert, one UPSC member, one industry person, one regulator. 4 people are going to involve, and the UPSC member will act like a chairman. One subject expert, one industrial person, one regulator can raise different questions with regard to the drug inspector appointment. Sometimes drug control general India also involved. Sometimes retired drug controllers of respective state, maybe Gujarat, maybe Telangana, maybe Tamil Nadu, maybe Kerala. So that depends. That is very confidential. UPSC people are going to involve them confidentially. So this is the general pattern of interview. But you must be thorough, and I told discipline, integrity, positive approach. Suppose you have selected as a drug inspector. So how you are going to take lead in our country? Lot of spurious drugs, lot of counterfeit drugs, lot of banned drugs here and there moving. How do you make sure if you have appointed as a drug inspector? Why drug inspectors are really required? Because when industry is taking care according to GMP standard, why drug inspectors are required? So then you have to have the questions are sometimes because no errors, documentation for day-to-day practice, it is human errors are common. So in order to verify all important qualification protocol, documentation errors, in order to ensure the quality system, regulators are required as per the section 21 of Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Inspector shall appoint either by central government or state government, sir, in order to enforce all important provisions of Drugs and Cosmetic Act with regard to ensuring quality movement of drugs being produced in domestic as well as international overseas markets, sir करके बोलने का. So these are all things. And second thing is Pharmacy Pathfinder Part 1, Part 2. What is the difference between Pharmacy Pathfinder Part 2? Because Part 1 deals with all important multiple choice questions covering subjects like pharmacology, therapeutics, inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, medicinal chemistry, Part 1, Part 2, and instrumental analysis and pharmacognosy. And in case of Pharmacy Pathfinder 2, taking care of all regulation, GMP, WHO, TRS guidelines, Indian drug legislation, banned drugs, and number of new drugs approved since 1996 to 2006. 10 years I have added, and all Public Service Commission, Gujarat Public Service Commission paper, Rajasthan Public Service Commission, Maharashtra Public Service Commission, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission 2006, because Telangana formed in 2014. So up to 2006, I have incorporated, and it is dealing with the Part 2, which was released by our Honorable Modi Sahab. So these are all the basic differences. But now the new edition is going to be revised with the support of our Koteshwar Rao ji and the organizing committee Jyotishree Madam, Dr. Jyotishree and Dr. Kiran and Dr. Uma Shankar. I am giving promise from tomorrow onwards, my time will on. After 6:30, once I go to home, after taking 8:30 dinner, 8:30 to night 2 o'clock, it is going to be dedicated. We are going to publish comprehensive pharmacy window covering, means ES publication or any publication. We want to have good A4 size paper, good printing, good font size, and covering all important ICS countries regulation, India, and important specialization subjects as per the curriculum of various UPSC and APPSC or Public Service Commission exam in order to meet international standards like appearing APG. General English also will add, but that I will take some help from Koteshwaraji, either Houston or any Philadelphia. Then we will add all important subjects. And I am giving assurance. First part is going to be released during our Indian Pharma Congress for the benefit of our pharmacists for various competitive exams. These are the 4-5 questions.
Wonderful. Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Now, Kiran, you can convey thanks, double thanks.
Yes, sir.
And एक क्वेश्चन है सर, मेरे को क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं, डिड यू फेस
Did you ever face failures? One should handle. How should handle failure?
डिड यू एवर फेस फेल्यूर? इफ फेल्यूर हैपन हाउ डू वी फेस? ये बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. एक बार फेल्यूर हुआ मेरे को 1996 में. मेरे को आई मेट विथ एन एक्सीडेंट. आई फेल्ड इन आंध्र प्रदेश पब्लिक सर्विस. मतलब फेल नहीं बोल सकता हूँ, दैट आई डोंट वांट टू कमेंट पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस. वो अभी रामधन साहब हुआ था वो टाइम. 1 post and 3 candidates and 17 editions I wrote, but I did not qualify. Only God knows. This is a fail. I don't want to describe, but in front of our national president, I want to tell truth. At that time, I cried, but after the gap of 8 months, immediately UPSC notification came. I got All India 7th, madam.
Yes.
That is the failure leads to success, and you are going to be would-be drug controller of India because you failed. Otherwise, your services will be left out to only Telangana only.
Sir.
100%, sir. 100%. That is our wish and will, sir. Definitely, sir. That is the dream of every pharmacist.
So this question is very specific, and maybe my classmate or roommate maybe raised this question through their student, their son. So I am very happy. I don't want to keep ambiguity, sir. I am telling in a transparent way, Doctor.
Prabhakaran is it. Okay, sir. This is really great session, sir. Really, you are the encyclopedia of the pharma, sir. I am telling you, sir. There will be that a full thali, including everything: chapati, rice, dal, curry, whichever you want, you can take it from that one because you are a full thali, sir. Really, very thankful to you, sir. Really, you have failed.
Kiran, I will add my experience also in this regard. I will add little. I passed in 1986 B Pharmacy from VL College of Pharmacy, Raichur. And after writing the final year exam, I did not go to my native place. Before directly I entered into Hyderabad. I joined in a private company. And they are also kind enough without releasing my final results by asking few questions. They selected me, and in the 86 only the Public Service Commission, Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission exam was announced. I wrote the exam. I wrote the exam is in such a wonderful way that it was a essay type questions, 8 questions, best of 6 questions has to be attended. The same question pattern which Gulbarga University was following at that time. So we went to the a wrong place for the examination. And again we caught a auto and we run and we reached 5 minutes late. They were kind enough to allow us. After going inside, after seeing the question paper, we everybody, because we were playing cards the before night till 2 a.m. in the morning. So I said, shall we go? Everybody, yes, they said. Then immediately we just stand. That gentleman has told, Mister, you cannot leave the examination hall till completion of this exam. बोले तो बस क्या होना बोल के बैठ के just I started with storage of drugs. I written almost 40 pages on only storage of drugs. Second question and on some XYZ. Finally, I could able to fill up around 160 pages. I think for page 1 mark he may be given, and I stood first rank in that examination.
Excellent.
And in interview, my first name was G. Koteshwar Rao. Still, it will be remain in the Public Service Commission history. But at that time, the written examination marks were not counted. Based on the interview, they have selected, and people have asked me 1 or 2 questions: who is the father of homeopathy, and what is the disintegration time of paracetamol? Then you can go. So I could not get the job at that time. So my journey started there. I worked in the private company with the 750 rupees salary per month. At that time, I married and I got married in first year B.Pharma itself, and my in the final year B.Pharma, when I completed, I got my elder daughter. So with that, my elder daughter, I started my life with 750 rupees. I worked as a manufacturing chemist. I worked as a production manager. I worked as a general manager. I worked in a retail community pharmacist in Gulf also. I worked as an analytical chemist in at a commercial testing laboratory, and then I entered into drug control laboratory, and from there I got again a drug inspector post by promotion. This is the long journey. So సో తెలుగు మే బోల్తానే పట్టుదల ఉంటే సాధించింది ఏమీ లేదు. మీరు ఎవ్రీబడి యూ హ్యావ్ రైట్ టు get this job and you have capacities to get this job. After reading these two examples, Dr. Ramkishan and Mr. Koteshwar Rao, this is enough. No more questions from your end. You should not arise any questions from your end. You have all facilities. At that time, we do not have any facilities. We both came from a poor agriculture family background. We up to 10th class, we never wear any chappal also. I know how Ramkishan sir studied in government hostel and how we came when there is a lot of things are there. So now you don't have such problems. Only the phone is enough for you. Everything is in your hand and you can get just spend you spend 6 hours time with your lover, but spend 2 hours with your subject. You will get. I'll challenge you, and you can become a collector also. Over to Ramkishan sir for comment further.
Yes. Excellent, sir, and excellent. I fully endorse all your career development, sir. I also faced it in the same way, but we can do wonders. Only thing is you have to away from mobile, and please don't go for the extra curricular activities. उसको extra curriculum में we can say that because आजकल everyone is busy. 10 मिनट टाइम मिला तो गूगल में अच्छा फोटो देखते रहेगा. अरे भैया थोड़ा फार्मा कॉलेज में रखो. Idiosyncrasy means what? Tachyphylaxis matlab kya? Pharmacokinetics means. Please go through that so that no, at least your career is going to be settled and your parents will feel happy and proud. We are all from the middle level family, so please try to understand. I am again repeatedly telling, future is bright. India is going to take lead in pharma sector in completely different domain. Lot of future and lot of opportunities in government and private sector also. Provided if you are sincere, if you are hard worker, if you are having commitment with strong determination, you can do wonders. And pharmaceutical sector is emerging sector, and total globe is going to depend on our entrepreneurs. So accordingly, we have to prepare and we have to meet the expectations of government to meet our Indian vision in a good way to keep at the high level for the betterment of international health by ensuring the quality drugs. That much I can say, but need not to have any panic situation. हम किसी से डरने के नहीं. What way we have to inferior to other countries? We are better than other US and developed countries, provided if we have good command, good determination, good sincerity, we are going to take lead. You take any entry, any country, all our Indians are ubiquitously spreaded across the globe. Go to Kenya, go to China, go to Australia, Canada. अभी they're all 27 to 45 एज ग्रुप में है. अभी हमारा एज ग्रुप 24 to 31 एज ग्रुप का यंग ग्रुप है. By 2047 we are going to command total globe. That is the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of India. Accordingly, strive for that. We are all with you. Any question, any help, any facilitation on behalf of entire pharma community, we are all here to facilitate. I will give my email. Anytime you can have access to my office and have cup of tea and get some knowledge and go. But don't go for bluffing. Don't cheat your people, and at the same time think positively and increase your credibility for the betterment of country and your respect also. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. EsPharma education, Dr. Uma Shankar ji, please display EsPharma email ID, website, and Dr. Ramkishan sir email and everything, so that people will communicate you in future. And I am happily announcing that those members who has taken membership of IPGA Telangana or anywhere in India, Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association membership, Mrs. EsPharma will accept it to announce around 20% discount on their coaching phenomena, and without asking or taken permission, I have decided from myself, and I am happy to, I hope Dr. Umashankar will accept my request. Over to Dr. Umashankar.
Sir, before that, I'll take 2 minutes, sir, please.
Please.
Sir, as actually, my dear students, who are the students are there, because I worked as a vice principal to 3 colleges. So I would like to tell you one thing is that at my preparation time, when I'm preparing for the drugs inspector in 2006, nobody was there to guide me. Nobody was there to tell me that what is there inside and what to read and what should I learn and which books I refer and how to go to the subject. Nothing. I don't know anything about it. But you are very lucky to having the 2 gems. I'm telling it very frankly that Ramkishan sir and Kodeshwar sir, really, it's a very great time to you that you have interacted with the highest of the people. You don't know the value, because being an enforcement officer, I feel very happy that I have talked with both sirs with for few minutes. You have the time to 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours. You have the really great time. I appreciate, and I appreciate ES Pharmacy also people. You have done a very good job, and your concern to the pharmacy students is a very beautiful. And whatever the help you need from ourselves and my side also, I'm ready to help you. I will give the classes for you also, and whatever the things you are going to do, I wish you all success in all your firms. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I promise you, Umashankar, further that all my excellent gem drug inspectors will come and deliver classes free of cost. Only thing is you give some benefit in the fee for our members, so that it will be a mutual understanding, and I should see that at least 15 to 20% of the total selection should be from your esteemed organization. And it is already 2:30 in the midnight for me. And yeah, as early as possible with the vote of thanks from Jyoti Madam. Before that, Mr. Umashankar, please speak for 2 minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, we have conducted a lot of webinars in terms of career options, but today I'm getting a lot of messages in WhatsApp, in YouTube, that very much happy to listen to Ramkishan sir. Person like Ramkishan sir sitting at All India national position and talking to all the students. Really, it's a great privilege and pleasure to all the people. So people are so happy and they are so thankful. I'm getting a lot of messages in the WhatsApp as well to conduct these kind of sessions a lot. And we are blessed to get your contact, sir, Kodeshwar sir. Because of you, we met Ramkishan sir and other panel members, and we could be able to do this work. We have done work for almost 1 week. With the 1 week work, we got almost 3,000 plus registrations. So that is a great achievement as for EsPharma education and in terms of even pharma field also. Really, we are so blessed and thankful to get these kind of leaders to motivate us, to mentor us, and moving forward. Definitely, we request your more sessions in future, sir. So thank you very much for all the participants and all the speakers. Thank you, sir.
You are not confirming the fee concession.
Definitely, the concession is always there for you, sir. And we got a lot of students even for this TSPC drug inspector exam also. There are students where we have given some free coaching also for the students who are underprivileged or maybe.
Yes. I know. I forwarded 2 students. We have given free coaching for them. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Over to Jyotish.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir.
I am introducing Jyotishree Madam. She is a woman coordinator for Telangana Indian Pharmacy Graduates Association, Telangana State Branch, woman coordinator.
Wow. Yes, sir.
Madam, proceed for vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, sir. Thank you very much. And I take this as a privilege. Why? Because till now I didn't speak in front of this much delegates and everyone. So I feel little nervous today. But as a part of giving vote of thanks, I, Dr. S. Jyotishree, on behalf of IPGA and EsPharma Education, Here I am today to express my heartfelt gratitude and extended warm vote of thanks. This vote of thanks I'm giving on behalf of DCO IWA Telangana and IPGA Telangana State Branch, Pallavi Memorial Trust Hyderabad, and EsPharma Education. First of all, I extend my sincere thanks to our honored chief guest, Shri Koteshwara Garu, National President, DCOI WA President, IPGA Telangana, for taking his valuable time. As sir said, it is like 2:30 in the late night. In spite of his busy schedule and sleep, he's taking his time. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
And a very special thanks to J. Kiran Garu. Yesterday only we discussed with him, yesterday as we first discussed myself and Uma Shankar. It's very great pleasure, sir. And we need your support from here onwards. As you promised us, you will take classes
Yes, yes.
for our students, and you have to support our EsPharma education too from now onwards. Thank you very much, sir. And my special thanks to Prabhakar Reddy, sir, and Ramdan sir also for taking his for taking their valuable time. Thank you, sir. And my very special thanks to our keynote speaker, Dr. Ramkishan sir. Actually, like there is a lot of things to tell about sir. Already sir told 2 to 3 pages about his introduction. And he is Deputy Drug Controller, India, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, CDSO, Hyderabad. And I am very much thankful for his inspiring and thought-provoking presentation. And your expertise and wisdom have left us a last imparting on us, sir. We are very much thankful. Our students are also very much thankful. From yesterday onwards, I'm getting a lot of messages. They are asking me, like, they can't ask personally. So they are asking me, like, madam, please ask now. Now also I'm getting a lot of questions. Sir said that like he will write email to all of you. I'll take all of your questions and I'll forward to sir. Sir will write email to all of you. Please kindly post remaining questions to my why, because a few students asked me what is the regulatory affairs, new regulations and everything. Will mail everything. Sir will personally write mail, it seems. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you very much once again, sir, for your valuable presentation. And a very special thanks to our guest speaker, Shri A. Manikandan Garu, Chief Development Officer, Agra, Uttar Pradesh, for his words of inspiration and encouragement on this special day. And finally, I very much, especially I have to thank CDCO staff, especially Supraja, and our staff, EsPharma education staff. They are working since 1 week, sir. This is the first time we ever got this much of registrations. Now we reached up to 3,200 registrations. This is the ever first registrations we have received. Thank you, team, for this valuable support since this 10 days. And finally, last but not least, a very special thanks to our attendees, that is our student friends. So thank you very much for attending in this big way. Your presence and encouragement have meant to world to us. And kindly, I would like to conclude with one note that please carry this inspiration, knowledge, and connections that have given by Sir Ramkishan sir to your way forward also. Please don't leave here. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can you end with the national anthem, madam? Can you play
Yes,
the
sir.
national anthem?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I have 2 minutes, sir?
You can play it in mobile and keep it near the mic.
We'll stand up. Shall I? Raise the voice. जन गण मंगल दायक जय है भारत भाग्य विधाता जय है जय है जय है जय 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 है
Jai Hind.
थैंक यू सर
Thank you, sir. Thank you all.